I'm doing drawings. um, and then we're testing in the one server if it made a live notification or not. I don't know if it did. I don't see anything. Oh, wait, no, it did. It did. Cool. That's cool. It worked. All right. Now I'm gonna take this and I'm gonna steal it and just use it for my server because I forgot to post my live notice. Ha ha ha. Big brain. What is my live role? Isn't it just at live? Yeah. Yeah. Big brain. Ah, Necri got first. It wasn't stolen for once. Go work. Go work. I still have to get the counter in. I want to do that. Um, but yeah, how are you guys doing? Hmm. How you doing, Tim? Good morning. Don't worry about how sus the heart looked. It was incredibly more sus before. No, that'll be good, Necri. Thank you.
Oh, it's that emote.
Yeah, I want to finish it. I've made
I
like
see what you mean.
I've made like 2 emotes instead of just finishing this fucking emote. Alright, I'm hydrating. Thank you, Hydra. Mm. I mean, it looks okay. I think I've been like focusing too much on the shading and I need to just let it be what it wants to be. Let me grab the killer. And I am using the goob for color reference. Cause this little guy here, perfection. Not a beautiful decay. Yeah. Eh. I mean, this is gonna be cute too. It's gonna be the heart. I could have swore I gave her knuckle tattoos. Where did they go? Oh, fucking shit. Hi,
Youmes.
hi, Nix. Fucking bro scared the shit out of me. How you doing tonight? Today? This day that we are alive. Looks like cheese. Wait, what the fuck looks like cheese? Do I call the bot Bone Marionette? That's kind of fun, sure. Oh, cheeks! Oh, cheeks! Fuck, I'm sorry, I'm dyslexic. Ah, Tim! Tim ran away! Aww. Look, I don't know if you know or not, but I'm barely literate. Is this a new layer? No, it is not. I'm glad I checked. I hate having shit on the wrong layer. Morning, not so great. Oh, it's wrong, man. Damn, that emote is so fucking cute. It's just two little penguins jumping on a bed. That's so fucking cute. kind of deciding the shape for this. I think I'm just gonna have it cover her eyes a little bit. And like go up into this. Oh fuck, that is rough, man. Got hit with some acid reflux this morning. First time in a long time. Basically threw up choking. I hate that. I actually throw up a lot when I choke. It's been a more recent development. It's ass. I feel your pain. uh. Yeah, I hope you are feeling better though. Damn, shush, shush, we're on Twitch now. Can't tell anyone about what the intrusive thoughts. If you think this drawing was sus, you should have saw it before. um, because I have no chill. Oh, did you like throw up in bed then? You have the other version saved. Tem, no! People don't need to know what kind of art I do when I'm completely bored. Yeah, that's fair, that's fair. No, I don't actually care.
Yeah, Tem needs it for research because he's never seen the real thing.
Aw, no. No. I know for fact bro has seen titties.
Well, he has now, but there was a time.
Fair.
When he first got his drawing stuff, there was an
Oh,
infamous
his
piece of art that he tried to
I've
make.
seen that one. That one's real. Like I love
Yeah. The
how
prompt was draw a woman, and we were like, Tem, some notes.
but the quote. The chicken fucking the rabbit basically have Easter in a cup. What was that even about? That's true. Like, I can see or imagine stuff pretty easily, but actually turning it into a drawing is really, really hard. Like, bringing whatever's in your brain to life is hard. No, I've seen the legendary drawing, though. Bro drew a figure eight and went tits. It was good, though. I loved how confident the drawing felt, for lack of better words. Like, there was no hesitation. Everything was done.
Well, yeah, and then he drew like a diamond over it and said that was a bra or something. I forget how that, but
Oh, yeah, like the
it looked
string
like something
bikini.
from a vintage comic book as a support outfit or something, or from a mecha.
Yeah, like it
I
looked
don't
like
know which.
a string bikini a little bit. Hmm.
Well,
Uh,
speaking of quotes,
hmm.
um, when did you think your ass was musical, and why? I do need some context for that one.
Let me look at the exact quote and see if I can remember. Uh, because that does sound pretty bad. And no, I agree, Tim. Like, you can look at something and you could be like, ah, what a nice reference. But actually turning it into something is so fucking hard. Oh, excuse me. I think you both did the command at the same time. You might need to do it again, Tim. Yep. Oh no. What if I want to take you shitting with me? Oh, I think I was just making a joke about like Tim had the boombox in the game we were playing, and he was behind me, and I was like, "Yeah, I'm musical ass." What's up, Tim?
Okay.
I don't know, man. Don't question me. Could you raise yourself up a good bit? Why? Like my model? My voice? What do you want? Model? Uh, Okay. Is that enough?
Oh, for a second there, I didn't think them legs would quit, but
Yeah, I still suffer from like was made in Vroid chicken chins. I gotta fix it. Just a little bit of thigh. Is that the shit? I'm gonna like do a little steppy, make the stance a little bit wider. Yeah. Oh, do not reference a Vroid model. No, that's just a bad idea. The thighs are. I mean, thighs are very nice though. I love drawing thighs. I'm gonna get distracted and just draw thigh, but it's fan art. Oh, oh, that's really sweet then. Okay, I'm drinking. Thank you. Hmm. I was actually thinking about making like a little yellow dress for myself. Like, wouldn't that be cute in a sundress? But first, I need to do the emote because that has been on my back burner for so long it's burning. Like, I think probably like a more pastel yellow, but like just a really nice like little yellow dress. Yeah.
well, here, let's picture you in a dress. First, we'll cover up your head.
Uh, why?
Okay,
Oh.
that makes it so much easier to just picture the dress.
I want to make a fan art of Necri in a dress. Bitch, I'll do it. You look cute as shit. Wait, no, I gotta stay focused. I gotta finish this fucking drawing. And then I'm gonna draw a bitch in a dress. Focus.
See, now you're making me think of Kingdom Hearts the other night with Boomy.
Yeah?
Oh, we were commenting on how you could tell the game was from the early 2000s because of the characters' outfits. You
Yeah.
know, Sora's puffy outfit, everyone has needless straps and buckles everywhere.
Okay, hot take.
Uh,
Needless straps and buckles, kind of a vibe.
well, of that time period, and then there's the youngest girl on the island who's just wearing a yellow sundress. You know, no excess straps, buckles, ornamentation, anything. Just she's the only one dressed normally.
I don't want to dress normally. I want to wear 16 belts.
You know, meanwhile we got the other guys, the one who has X-shaped like straps on the knees of his trousers.
Oh, that'd be hard to walk. I don't like that one. No,
And
I.
some I can't remember which character who had a pair of zip-off shorts that just became above the knee shorts if you zipped off the 3 inches, and he was only wearing one of the legs.
I've done that.
So he had one long shorts leg and one short
I've
shorts
done
leg.
that. I've also cause
It was just like this
I
is so fashion of the time period, like ridiculous, silly.
nah, I'm fucking old. I'm down to clown with that shit.
Also, the layered clothing. Several of them were wearing layers. And it's like, yep,
Bro.
that was the other way you could tell what time period it was from.
So like I was a scene girl in high school back way when and fucking I loved all of the layers. I would wear like the spaghetti strap with another spaghetti strap. Everything's purple and black. Got the arm socks and the poofy hair. Gotta be fucking adorable.
I mean, that was the main female lead or whatever at the beginning was wearing like a shirt but with a spaghetti strap tank over it or
Yeah,
something.
yeah. You gotta double tank so that you can have like the boob window like a fucking bird.
It was just very dated seeming when we were laughing about it. Also the giant shoes in that game for some reason.
Oh yeah, I don't know what the fuck's up with the giant shoes. I don't fuck with that as much, but like I'll go hard for combat boots.
Well, it's like Sora's shoes have like a 45-degree angle on the toe. Nobody else's shoes are like that, you know, for the bottom, for the tread. Everyone else's tread, their shoes are flat in the front, except Sora's. Also, Sora's have the round, bulbous toes for some reason.
Maybe
Like
they
Boy has gout in both feet.
maybe they just like don't know how to draw feet.
I don't know. It was a stylized decision that they made, and it just seems very silly.
Fear. I'm less familiar with like the art there. Finally got
We were just having a
my.
laugh about it for a bit at the beginning of the game.
Hmm. Is that a new game, Tim, or what is that? Sorry. Not me crazy. Oh. Hi, Vince. How you doing, man? Aw, why am I a bad girl? Oh, I see. Oh, shit! Yeah, no, you're right. That might be one of his medicines.
Yeah, it is one of
Hell
it is a med.
yeah! I'm
Yeah,
glad you
meds
got
have really
your...
stupid names.
Bro, if you ever want to like have an easy name for a villain in your D&D campaign, just glance at your pill bottles and go, this one. I've done that. It worked. No one knew what it was. Also, I'm glad that you're feeling better today, Veins. That's awesome, man. Ripping ass is a cure. Bro, it's just a little gassy. Wait, no, okay, so you take melatonin, and then what you do is you, like, fancy it up a little bit. So you're like, my name is, I don't know, melatonin. I'm not good at fancying up. This is very on the spot. But, like, the BBG, I could just do tannin, or, like, acetaminophen! But, like, just take part of it. Like, uh,
Oh yeah, acetaminophen. Yeah, like 'cause nobody knows what that is.
yeah, you gotta pick an obscure one. Give me a second, I'll grab one of mine.
Yeah, I'm gonna name my character acetaminophen. He's gonna be a pain to the whole party.
No, people know what this one is. Or, oh yeah, the dihydromethamphetamine. I have to pick a good example. I'm sorry, I'm looking at drugs.
How about dihydrogen monoxide?
Okay, what
Terrible
about...
stuff that kills people every year.
Okay, so this is what you do. You take a medical word and then you pronounce it badly. Like, I could have a BBG called, like, Pryline, and it's like, that's cool. That's just I got off my pill bottle, Pryline. Huh? I like how it's quiet a pain. Quiet a pain. Apparently a BBD med. Okay. That's cool. I I don't know what a lot of the stuff I've taken is for necessarily. Well, I do, but I don't, you know? Where most of the shit I have taken would be for trying to fix either depression, OCD, or ADHD. They can't decide which one to target because they love to make a circle of fire. I think I actually want to move the swoop up a tad. Should I give my character a mullet?
How could we even tell? You would be the only one who would ever know.
What? But a mullet's
And
pretty
the 80s
obvious.
shame would stick with you forever.
Well, for a while, that TikTok hairdo, the like wolf cut, I think they were calling it, was just a mullet with extra steps. So it came back in and everyone was doing it, but no one realized it, and it was fucking funny for me. And then Vane says, I got put on it for a time. Turns out I was feeling aimless, hopeless, and irritable because I didn't have a purpose and picked up a hobby. No, that's fair. Like, a lot of the times, like, it's gonna sound like kind of a no duh, like, what the fuck, but like, sometimes we're fucking depressed because we're fucking depressed. Like, the life is depressing. We're hamsters in a cage with no stimuli. We don't even got a wheel to run on. And, like, that's nothing that medicine can fix, it can alleviate. But if you're existing an unfulfilling life, then you're not gonna be happy. It's kind of just like that. Sorry, I'm moving the cat. I haven't used this scene for a while, so everything's in the wrong spot.
Yeah, you got to remember for situations like that, the pill's not going to just make you happy.
But I sure
It'll make you
fucking.
feel better about things, but well, as long as you have something to feel better about.
I mean, a lot of them will just make you feel numb to it. And I'm like, I'm doing that plenty fine on my own. I don't need help being numb.
I just know people who had misbelief about what being put on meds for stuff like that would do.
It
And yeah,
was.
they were rather disappointed when they found out they couldn't just pop a pill and magically have a smile on their face.
I know I've kind of fallen into that trap before where I wanted it to do more than it would. But I've also not been super great in my life. So I just wanted something to work, to do something, anything, you know? Yeah. No, I agree, Baines. Like, hobbies is really good. Talking through your issues with a therapist didn't do anything but sink me deeper. Talking with a good friend also did more because the vested interest is not monetary, but the sake of a friend. I genuinely think you just had a bad therapist, buddy. Not everyone's gonna have a good fit. Like, you might have to go through a couple fucking trash bags before you find something worthwhile with therapists. And that is because, as different as our needs and issues can be, so are the therapists. Like, I don't know, I'm interested in doing therapy because I know for myself I've kind of reached a point where I can't fix what's wrong with me. And I want to fix what's wrong with me. I want a better quality of life. And I feel like that's fair. As a guy who's talked to other guys, therapist ain't for us. It wasn't a traumatic thing to talk through, but accidental dread. I mean, that is just something hard to deal with in general, I think. Just, yeah. I mean, it's hard to put into words what that can be like, because I think it's a little bit different for everyone. Hmm. But I guess, like, without being there, without, like, seeing what they're saying and shit, I can't really say too much. I think here will look good. Give her, like, a cute little whoop. You know, every time I make an emote for my character, I regret having two-toned hair. Just putting that out there.
I mean, it is a notable feature.
Yeah. I mean, I know there's not too many drows on Twitch and shit, but I do still want to have like a very recognizable character. Like I think there's some value in that. And you can only be so recognizable using default assets that you recolored. No, anyway, but no, I'm sorry that it was just like a negative experience for you, man. I'd still say not to give up on it completely, but Again, I only know it from my side of the perspective. Hmm. From my experience with several professionals, they never did help find a solution, just further talk about the effects. I mean, in a way, that can be helping find the solution, like the cause and effect. It's like, this is how you feel. Why do you feel that way? Kind of approach. But also depends on the kind of therapist you have. Like, for example, I was going to a behavioral therapist because I got some issues. And they didn't help me from my mental health, but they're like trying to build new routines and patterns. So, like, probably check what kind of therapist. Like, the flavor matters. Because my
Yeah,
behavioral therapist didn't give a shit about what my health was doing. She wanted to know why I was eating Q tips. I'm sorry, I'm sorry. Sorry, you were saying something? I didn't mean to talk over you.
I mean, I got sent someone for beating kids up in school, notably one's older than me, and they were like, "Oh, he needs to see somebody about this." Well, we mostly spent the time talking about the guy's, I think his car or something, and repairs that need to be done to it and whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Because she essentially was like, "Yeah, he's pretty normal. I don't know what the problem is."
Hmm.
But because of this, it was a school that sort of required it, whatever. Yeah, for like 2 years or something, I had to go see a guy,
Hmm.
and his only response was, well, happens."
Oof. I do think like, and then I will like just read what Jam said here real quick. He looked over from my challenge and saw this. I'm part of a group that does therapy through theater with the help of a therapist. So putting a blanket statement of therapy doesn't work is pretty big inaccuracy. I I do agree with this, where I do think that it is you need a compatible therapist, therapy type, and stuff. And that can be very challenging. That'd be very annoying. That might not be worth your effort if you're in a bad place. Like, I definitely understand. And, like, I understand where you're coming from as well, Vane, saying that, like, your experience with therapy has been it has not worked for you. Yeah, well, I mean, a friend will know you. A friend will know how to speak with you. Will, like, be able to observe and see, like, how what you've been doing impacts you. Like, I don't doubt an intelligent friend will help you get to the core of things quicker than a therapist, but that's also very taxing on friendships to ask your friends to be your therapist. You know? But Vance, let me just read what you said real quick. How and who and when doesn't matter. Why and what are what matters. I think that's fair. Which was focused on when I talked with my friend. Besides, there's that comfort of someone who I know and I trust. Yeah, no, that's actually very similar to what I said, where like the friend, like you have a connection built with them. They understand you. Yeah. And while a friend can be really good to talk to, it's also important to like remember that you can't really just have friends play therapist for you. Well, you can, but it can be really, really taxing on them and the friendship, depending on the situation. Again, no two situations are the same. I'm not making all encompassing statements. But as therapist friend, like I do that for a lot of people. I enjoy helping, but it can also be very taxing on my own mental health, putting all my energy to try to help everyone around me instead of ever doing my own shit. Hmm. I don't know, just food for thought. And I do agree that like trust is big. Hmm. I see what you mean though, like the kind of psychological difference where it is a friend is an equal. To a therapist, you are to be observed and studied, which Fair is their job. I'm trying to take in everything. And like I can understand that. Like you wanted something more comfortable, something more warm, familiar. Hmm. I mean, it is good though. Like as you said earlier, like you found more hobbies, like more kind of found meaning for yourself in that way from what you were saying. Finding ways to get your hands busy, find purpose. Because you are quite a proficient artisan from what I've been hearing, from what I've been having the privilege of knowing. Demons gonna. Am I on the wrong layer? Layer are you on? Where did I put you? Okay, that one. Hmm. Hmm. Again, though, I think it could be an issue of the individual therapist, because I know there is also like the issue of like a therapist has to keep a professional distance. You can't get personally and emotionally involved with the people that you're trying to therapy. Because it is also taxing to hear about the woes of every person every day for the rest of all time. That's supposed to be about baby. So I can see why it would be distant, where like it's important to keep like a safe distance for the therapist as well. I don't know though. That's just my perspective. That looks good. Da, 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 da. I um I can understand for certain traumatic events therapy works, but I don't consider it effective across the board. Again, I think it depends on what flavor of therapist, because there are ones for more like lifestyle and trying to overcome like the great emptiness inside. And there are ones that help you resolve psychological disorders or like bigger issues. But again, it is like your experience and like I like you're fair for feeling that way. I just may not agree. um Jam says there's a great channel called Simonana Cinema Therapy, where they look at movies and talk about therapy. And the doctor on the show talks a lot about how therapists get their training and how and why they do things in therapy. Haha, you could like, oh, that's kind of an interesting thought, because like the therapist is examining you, but you can examine the therapist. I'm sorry.
That's kind of what happened with me. I knew more about psychology and whatever by the time I was done with stuff than possibly, well, he joked that I could do his job by the time we were done.
Mm, yeah. I know there's also can be like an issue for, I guess, like people wired a little bit more like me, where I'm very self aware. Like I can tell what's wrong, and that makes it hard to do therapy with me because it's not discovering, it's finding the will. Like I know what's wrong with me. I just uh, I don't have the care, I don't have the motivation to fix it in a lot of cases. Hmm.
I mean, that's pretty much the main problem that people have, yeah.
Yeah.
They might know what's wrong or what people tell them is wrong, but they don't have motivation to actually bother to fix it or change anything in their life.
Well, it's kind of like the catch 22, I think's the term, where like me has no motivation. The problem with my life, a motivational disorder. Me still has no.
Precisely, yeah.
Yeah,
It
it's a
is a catch
self.
22.
It is a self-defeating circle
Like
where
like being depressed about being depressed. You know, being depressed gives you depression.
it
It's
does
a,
though. It
you know,
fucking does.
circle.
Sorry. But like it actually
Feedback
does. Where
loop there.
there
There's another way of putting it.
where there's just this sense of guilt and hopelessness because you know what's wrong. You think you can maybe do something about it if you could just find the strength to do something about it. You know? Um, Vane says there are different methodologies. I should have specified talking, though, isn't very effective. Music, art, therapy. I'm very supportive as it gives a medium to express without the fuddleness of language. Like yoga in prison reduces the likelihood of returning. No, I agree. I do think it is like there are more ways to express. Like I am an artist. When I when I am having the world's quietest crash outs, I am drawing weird fucking shit to just kind of put that energy, put that emotion somewhere that's not on me. And like that I agree. Cuz there are more ways to express. There are better ways to express than just speaking. There is dance, there are martial arts, there are like learning and bettering yourself. Where like if you don't like who you are now, find something and like build upon it to like eventually you'll become the person that feels worthy. Maybe. I can hope. Yeah. And I think that's really, really awesome, actually, man. Like, you are creating, you are building, you are crafting. Like, you're a whole ass modern day artisan. I think that's very commendable. I think that's really good. Na, 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 na. Alright, I don't like this corner. I have to go back and fix it. Hmm. Yeah. The theater things that Jam was mentioning, I might go take a look at those actually. That sounds really interesting. It's an avenue I wasn't really aware of. Let me figure out how to take screenshots. I'm gonna come back. Alright, I'm drinking. Thank you. Ah. Oh, ignore my screenshot. I can cover it. Yeah. It'll tattle on me when I take pictures. I know. uh Necre says, hell, being a community lead position for you has helped with my anxiety. Still not comfortable enough to use my mic often, but comfortable enough to chat, like I am here. No, and I think that's really good. Ultimately, I really want to make a kind of section or like a little community section, a place where people feel really comfortable, really safe, but also like to the point where we're not. Because, like, I want comfort and happiness, but I also don't want like circle jerk trauma dumping because that wouldn't be the mood either. But you know what I mean. um, Jam says I work with at-risk individuals to gain a creative outlet in theater, so I have a good amount of training in it. Oh shit, that's awesome, man. Holy shit. I didn't know you were so fucking cool. Vane says, funny you mention that. Everyone who tastes my bread asks if I'm selling it. And it occurs to me that if I am to sell, I would be choosy about who to sell because it isn't just bread. Bro, fair, actually. I'm a little bit like that with my art. Where the art needs to be worthy and you need to be worthy. Like I get it. Like it's not just some manufactured thing. It is a labor of love, and I need to feel the love to make it. Hmm. Necre says, I think a lot of it helps it because y'all have welcomed me despite not talking vocally. Yeah, no, absolutely, man. Like, I would love to hear your beautiful voice, but like, I like you. Whatever form, shape, or sound, or lack thereof that might be. I fucking love you, man. You're a good dude. I don't sell to those I don't know, stranger danger. Bro, you know what that reminds me of? It reminds me of that fucking YouTube video. This is from forever ago. Where they're like, we had artisanal chefs make bread. And now we're gonna watch them. We're gonna make them watch as people turn their bread into fucking bread bowls. That's what it reminds me of. But I was like, I can't sell my bread to a stranger. They might make a fucking bread bowl. Mm. Oh my god, I'm sorry. That was way too funny for me for some reason. See, I'm more worried about people trying to steal my art or claim it as their own. I'm like, don't you fucking dare, it's mine. Alright, the goober gets moved. I need more hair. I'll be back, my son. Alright, this is an empty layer. Good. But yeah. I do think it is like a really pleasant, like really nice that I feel like me and like the community that I've built here, that you guys have built with me, honestly, you are the community. I like very like accepting, very like welcoming people. And I like that. I like that a lot. Where like I make you feel welcome, but you also make me feel welcome, and I like that.
Well, I guess speaking of and being part of the community here, I'm going to be AFK for a bit while I go make dinner.
I hope you make something delicious. Send pics.
I'm going to make a frozen pizza. Real complicated stuff.
I like to put tomatoes and sauerkraut on my frozen pizzas with a little bit of garlic powder. It's good. Okay, don't judge me. It's good, I swear. Uh Bane's just huh. He says it goes deeper. What if their occupation is one that actively screws me or people over in some way? Then I'd be helping those who've harmed me. Alright, I see. So you like hmm. Ah shit, what happened here? One of my clipping layers isn't clipping! Alright, when does the blush start clipping? What layer are you? Oh, there it is. Got it! Yeah. But no, that makes sense. Like, I think it'd be a lot to worry about. Like, I could see why you'd be very anxious if you're worried about, like, the super secret background shit people are doing. Like, I don't know if I could live that way, just being worried that, like, the person I smiled on the subway could be, like, an evil CEO or something. I don't know. Like, it seems like it'd be a lot of pressure to try to ensure that you're only associating with people that you kind of align with. Okay, I wasn't sure. I wasn't sure. Okay, no objects to transform, so this is the layer. And for the hair, I want to do like a swoopy kind of. Yeah, I like that. That's a nice first line. Now in action now. Did my music just get louder? Okay, yeah, you did. You did. Sorry, I noticed that. I was like, huh? You're good. You're good. Thank you. I noticed it and it surprised me a little bit. I was like, huh? The name. Yumi, I think a lot of people forget I'm a trained teacher. That's fair, man. That's fair. No, that's actually really impressive, though. Only turned it up 3%. Look, when I say I have sensitive little baby bitch elf ears, I'm not lying. I notice changes in sound pretty easily. Mm. If I do this, does it impact the sound on stream? Did that change anything for you guys? Oh, perfect. Okay, so I can just adjust it that way for me. Nah, Jam's a fucking cool though. Like, unironically, like Jam is really fucking impressive. Bro is streaming, doing a job, helping people. Bro's fucking cool. Do you want to give Jam a shout out? Let me see if I can figure out how. Um, thank you. I am super incompetent. I'm just the entertainment. um, no, we love Jam out here. I got the privilege of doing like a little surprise bullshit with him. Super fun. Um, and then Vane says, it's more of a character assessment kind of thing. I don't want to be seen as just a commodity. I want to help good people succeed. I can't be bought. Okay, so you're saying the loaf of lead, the lead, the loaf of bread is like to you it feels more like a symbol of loyalty, like the things you have created, where you only really want to give things to people that you feel like you want to support. I mean, good. Ooh, I need to make a blush emote. Wait, I'm gonna add it to my list. 1 second. Yeah, I added it to my to-do list. There will be a blush emote at some point before I die. Probably. Unless I die very suddenly from chugging free energy drinks. In which case, wish me fucking luck. Oh, blush. Hmm. Good. Breaking bread. Oh, you know what? I actually understand that. Where like it is to sit down, to share a meal together, to like really have like this almost familiar family like feeling to it with the breaking of bread. No, I get that. Like I actually do understand. I don't know. I had a weird upbringing. Actually, do you want to hear something pitiful but also kind of like strange Yumi child did? Like as I was a kid, I have a very like religious upbringing, and I was taught to like turn other cheek, be kind without falter, etc. I made like paper snowflakes and gave them to the people that were like throwing ice and sticks at me and my brothers. I am fucking stupid. I was little though. I was little. I just wanted to create like harmony and like friendship where there wasn't any. Yeah. Okay, okay. So you see like breaking bread a little bit deeper symbolically. Okay. Laughs and streamer. I have all your time. It's mine to spend. Oh god, this is so wild. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, there is a kind of sad irony too, because, like, with the religious background, like, the betrayer ate of the bread as well, but it was offered, like, the same to him as anyone else, which I think kind of comes back to the, well, like, with my upbringing, to be kind, to be loving to all. Oh, Veins, is that a threat? Are you gonna mute me? I'm gonna say the funniest fucking shit while you're gone. No, no, I'm sorry. But yeah, no. Jam saying that breaking the bread goes back to the Last Supper, where Jesus of Nazareth told the apostles, for all they cared, the bread they broke and ate could be his body. So it became the idea that if you break bread, it's supposed to be around people you care about. Yeah. Fair. Were you like, so then, like, I'm gonna say a thought and, like, tell me if it feels accurate then. The first family dinner screaming match. No. I know I saw the kind of memed on one where, like, Jesus is like, one of you shall betray me. And the bros are like, is it me, Jesus? And he's like, no. And then, like, Judas asks, is it me, Jesus? And, like, the shit post was like, is it me, Jesus? Like, just, yeah, you fucking know who you are. It's fucking stupid, but I was like, heh. That's my sound alert! Wait, is it me, Jesus? Is your sound alert? Wait, wait, what's your sound alert?
I mean, if it wasn't before, it is now.
Oh my goodness. That's fucking hilarious, though. Just.
This is going to be like Boomy's Good Girl all over again.
It was really fun filming Boomy's Good Girl. It's from Robin Williams stand up. Oh, bro, I really loved Robin Williams. Like I grew up on that shit. I
Filming.
Hmm?
You say you were filming the Good Girl skit. Well, I'd love to see that footage.
Wait, no, that's the sound take. The sound take. It was just Necri was like, "Here's your lines. Fucking do it." And we both giggled like little shits because my roommate walked in and thought I was porning. Thought I was making lewd fucking content. And I was like, "Wait, no. It might be
I mean, that's
worse."
why I want to see the footage.
It's not footage, it's just a voice. It's just me going,
Just the camera suddenly panning from naked you standing there to the
"Oh,
roommate in the doorway, like,
no,
the
it wasn't
fuck?
a camera." I was naked though. I don't know why my roommate keeps barging into my office when I'm sitting butt naked on my fucking chair. Like, we've gotten way too comfortable with each other.
There is also that, yes.
To clarify, like, my roommate and me have zero interest in each other. We're like, that's one ugly panda bitch. But, like, just fucking, bro does not give a shit. I'm like shuffling so nothing can be seen. Well, I don't care about my titties, but yeah. And bro's just walking in like, hey, look at my phone. And then he flashbangs me because everyone in my house keeps their phone brightness too high. And I'm a sensitive little baby. It
You know, I
became.
was about to make a joke about your dark lady cave and then realized how bad that sounded.
Oh, now I put a flashlight in. No. um, Jam says it became a
Uh,
screaming match because Jesus got quite mad. They were basking in their fame. When he dropped the bomb that Peter would deny him 3 times and one of them would betray him after Judas already got the silver pieces. Bro's like, stop being so fucking full of yourself. You fuckers are already fucking up. No, like I get it though. Like there's a certain poison to like pride to like being excessively full of your own shit, you know? I don't like that line. Sorry. And then Baines adds, the turn the other cheek thing isn't about accepting disrespect, it's challenging status and hierarchy. Because when you turn the other cheek, they would be forced to backhand, which is disrespect to an equal, which would also mean seeing them as an equal. Or correct where I'm wrong. Um, so to turn the other cheek, as I've been like brought up and to understand, is more so like it is not to get like angry, to get heated, to like lash back. It is on one hand, it's like forcing the person. I would like to know the accurate interpretation, not the diluted BS passive. Well, I think like it is like it does give it like a sense of like you really have to think about it. Where like if someone's yelling and screaming at you and you're like, can you repeat that? And you have to like make them think about it.
well, yeah, it's sort of the implication of yes, somebody just smacked you, so you turn the other cheek and you're like, so you're going to do that again? You know, did you just realize what you've done?
Because there's kind of like a weird sort of
You know, are
change.
you going to double down and prove that you know the sentiment was true?
Yeah, we're like inviting them to return for another hit does kind of create a situation that like you need to like really think do you stand by what you just did, and it does sometimes, very rarely does doing very little make a statement, but it does make a statement where it's like,
Especially since back in the day, if someone had wronged you, then you had reason to, you know, return the favor, as it were, and you know, if they
yeah,
had verified wronged you, then you could then hold them to account for it.
where like instead of standing up against them or making it into a blow up or stuff, you like look them in the eye and go, do you really stand by that? Do you want to do that again? Where it is kind of
Yeah.
interesting, where like, yeah, a lot of people are like passive, let him hit you again, but it is also shifting like the dynamic where like by being calm, by not lashing out immediately, by not immediately seeking vengeance or hitting them back, you create a
I
stance where the
mean,
spotlight is on them. What the fuck
to
did you
put it
just
back
do?
in the ancient context, it's like, okay, you want to, you know, turn the other cheek. Do they want to do it again? Because then I can go to my rabbi about it, and you know what that means, type thing.
Hmm.
You know, now I have reason to have umbrage against you or whatever, and you have verified that is true.
That's
And
true.
are you sure you want to risk that? Because then everybody gets to know.
Whereby having patience, by being calm, you create a scenario where it is undeniable that dude was the dickhead. Which is also interesting too, I think. That's the way I see it, at least.
Yeah, it's not saying you have to be passive. It's just saying that you know, give them a chance to you know, repent for their actions, and if they choose to stay the course, well, now they have verified.
Yeah.
You know, they have proven their choice in the matter.
Let them dig their own graves, a fun way to say it. Vane says,
Yeah,
or level with me here. The first strike could be an emotional outburst, while the second is deliberate, where you could retaliate with equal or greater force. And that's also
yeah.
true, where you see if,
That's the other point of what I'm saying is when you have verified that that is your choice, well, now you're open to response in any way, be it active or passive, but you have confirmed that that is your choice.
where you
It wasn't
also,
just an emotional one off.
yeah, where you have a sober second look at what their thoughts, what they're doing, if they meant what they just fucking did. Because an example could be like, I'm emotionally unstable, no big secret. I don't usually lash out at people, but like, what if I did? What if I was like, nah, fuck you, my head hurts and you're annoying, fuck you. And they're like, did you mean that? Like, are you sure you. Yeah, I feel like that's kind of what it is, where like everything kind of like comes into focus and you're like, are you sure? Are you fucking sure about that, buddy? Where that's what turning the other cheek means to me is to like take a moment and both people kind of sit and look at what you just fucking did and go, are you sure? And maybe that's
Be-
weird, but it made sense to me.
because yes, there are times where that could mean you do realize that I have people backing me and you just assaulted me type thing.
Yeah.
But it also could mean now I have reason to bring legal suit against you or something like that in court of law type situation, not just now I'm going to punch you just as hard as you punched me and we're going to get into a slap fight type thing.
Yeah, where it is interesting, where it puts you in an advantageous state, where like you have, yeah, where it is a proper thing, where like you are in a place, in a position where you have not only one, but two times they have done this. It is no accident, it is no mistake. If vengeance is your goal, then you have set very clearly their intention. Or, like, vice versa, a resolution can be found because they didn't mean it and they were being fucking stupid. Where they don't hit again. You present them a chance and you're like, all right, let's see what you meant. And they're like, I didn't mean that. And you're like, don't fucking do it again.
I mean, in a long interpretation, it's basically his way of saying, don't fly off the handle, be calm and reasonable about others' actions, and give them a chance to, as Jam was saying, dig their own grave. And if they choose to, then,
Yeah.
you know, then take that as it will. Not, don't be the first one to make the mistake. Let them be the first one to make a mistake.
Yeah, like I.
And accept if they have made a mistake. And, because then you can use that to your advantage.
Yeah, like, ironically, like, it isn't be a passive little bitch, it's downright tactical.
Yeah, it's both don't be a passive bitch and also don't be a reflexive bitch. Instead, you also be calm about it, and then you'll be the better man.
Yeah, where you end up looking really good as well by having patience, by having composure. So it's like really interesting for that too, I think. Yeah. I don't know. How do you feel about that answer, Vanes? Is that satisfactory? Okay, good. And then Jam adds, when looking at it as how Jesus started it, it's important to know what in his life he was. A Jew, and Jews are not given the same legal protections as full Romans, so in light it becomes a bit deeper question. Fair. That's fair. Actually, yeah, because if you have less protections or less like legal equality, having stoneclad case is good for protecting yourself, but also like it really shows the person's intent. Like the people going against you are undeniably like out in the fucking spotlight. Like what they have done is full display for everyone by doing it again, by taking that moment to be calm.
That's why I said it's the whole, I will, if you do that again, I will take it up with my rabbi, court of law, etc., etc. Do you understand the repercussions of what you have instigated?
Yeah. And if they're given equality in a legal system, retaliating may actually harm you greater than it would them. So it is also a way to protect yourself, to be patient, to be calm, to turn the other cheek. Ironically enough. I think that's neat. Because, like, there's a lot of ways to interpret it. Yeah, you could feel like it's being more passive, but I don't feel like that's what it is. Hmm. Yeah. Is there anything else you wanted to add as well, Jam? It seems like your knowledge is a little bit more refreshed than mine. That looks nice. By the way, there's a physical explanation for how the walls of Jericho crumbled. All right, hit me. Apparently, we're doing religious talks today. One of the avoid at all costs. That's fun. That's fun. I like talking about these kind of things, but they tend to be very like polarizing. As long as everyone's willing to like hear each other out and not lose their shit or dig their heels in, I welcome these kind of conversations. Or I guess the short version of that is as long as we treat each other with like the respect due to other fucking humans. And James, fucking hell, Jam adds, he most likely meant refer to minor aggression because there are times where he blew up at how people treated others in assault cases. I actually agree with that because a slap to the face is not maiming, it is not destroying, it is uncomfortable, it's fucking bullshit, but you are not dying from two slaps to the face unless, like, you got the fucking hand slap champion hitting you. Um, yeah, if someone is trying to massively harm you, protect yourself, protect others. Um, but if they're just giving you a slight, or they're just being a dick, because there's being a dick and then there's being a problem. And I actually really agree with that sentiment. Thank you so much for adding that, Jam. We're like, yeah. Oh, my Steam is showing. I'm just gonna block it with my ass. Pro strats. Use your ass. But no, like that is a good thing to add. Where like a slap of the face, the turn the other cheek is most likely and commonly like I feel like referring to minor slights or personal offense. Where like I don't know, you were trying to be big and cool and I'm like, actually you suck at that. Dick move. Slap to the face. But if I like broke into your house and flipped your computer over and I was like, fuck you, never draw again, that is not a minor slight anymore. um, natural renaissance. The vibrations caused by a combination of marching around, plus I believe the drums and or bells, they resonate at the precise frequency of the material of the walls, bounding materials for the walls that cause them to break apart. Yeah, no, like I think that's so fucking neat. Like that should like to have the knowledge to do that. Like I am religious as I mentioned. Like I believe in God. I do think that's fucking cool. I do. Like scientifically, just special vibrations, the vibratio going woo with pots and pans and fucking shit and marching and the walls go down. I think that's so fucking cool. Jam ads. I'm actively in a production of Jesus Christ Superstar, which focuses on his month in Jerusalem before he was crucified. So, as the resident historian, I've been tasked to get what we can fully know about the man of Jesus of Nazareth. Oh, that's fucking cool, man. That's fucking cool. Mm. Sorry, I didn't mean to slurp. Hmm. And then Vane says, we do not give enough credit to our ancestral humans and their knowledge of the natural world. By the way, the Noah story is plausible, if not possible. Right? This shit is wild.
I mean, all the stories are
Thank you.
plausible if you look at them within the realm of people's experiences and, you know, breadth of knowledge of the time.
Yeah.
I
No,
mean, aside from merchants, most people do not travel more than 100 miles in their entire lifetimes.
that's
Well, outside of home, I should say. I mean, they might have traveled a couple hundred miles over their lifetime, but they rarely traveled, you know, great distances. So to say a flood covered all that could be seen, that is entirely possible for someone who has never been, you know.
hi, Boomy. And that does make sense, though, if we don't know the entirety of the scope. Vane says the crazy weather before the massive wave is the same thing that would happen before a pole shift event, which are due since the last one, 1200? I don't know how to say numbers. 12,000.
12,000.
12,000. Sorry, too many zeros. Dyslexia go hard. Uh, I wasn't sure. Sorry, I was like going cross-eyed. Like, how many zeros is that? Um,
Just imagine a comma every three zeros.
I do that actually. I just a little cross-eyed. I was like, which one? Hope you all are well. I mean, I'm feeling the effects of trying to uh keep up with the wildest members of my family tree. But I'm okay. mm. 10 or 30 years from now. Ooh, perfect. You know, I was enjoying the collapse of civilization. Let's throw a natural disaster. Okay, no, I need this to be bigger. I need this swoop to go kind of deep in, and I think that'll look good. So I'm spending way too much time getting this outline, but the rest is just going to be kind of blue and red. So I think what I'm going to do is have this front bit here blue, and then I'm going to have this under bit here red. I don't like how fuck me. I want to move the second point down because I think it's too high up and it doesn't look good. Hi, Jane. Thank you. Hey, Yumi, get your tinfoil ready, because maybe they know. And that's why they're putting our civilization into such chaos to distract us till it happens. I don't know. Maybe I sound like a dick for this, but I'm kind of okay with just being swept off the planet in a very abrupt surprise kind of way. Life is hard. I was one of those people that didn't expect to live till 20, so I'm spending the rest of my life figuring out what the fuck. Well, everyone else already did that. Or so it seems. That looks a little bit better. It doesn't look as stiff. Because it was like way too stiff before. And I think I'm going to do like one more swoop just going into the shoulder and call that good enough. I've been working on this emote for way too long. I like how the gloom emote I made was like a spur of the moment made in a day. And it's been like super, super popular. I was like, oh yeah, like most of the people I hang around with have some form of depression to a certain extent. This is very appropriate. And it was. And like, I don't think there's anything wrong with that other than the fact it sucks. If that. Like, I get it. World is shitty. It's nice to just be cozy. Excuse me. And then I think I'll just have this one. Well, no, because the hair length has already been established. Now I have to do pointies all the way through. Unless I do this and make it like a really gentle swoop. Yeah, that looks cute. I did it. Find people to be depressed with. Okay, but like unironically though, I think that it can be a good and a bad thing hanging out with depressed people if you have depression. Where like it can be really refreshing and really like nice having people that understand. Like they're not looking at you like you got a penis growing out of your forehead, you know? Like they get it. And like that is like really really nice. Like that's different from like a lot of what my experience has been. But it's also like you need to be careful because like kind of communal sadness, communal hopelessness can turn into like an echo chamber. So you need to be like careful not to do that, you know? Eh. Hmm. And I think that's kind of the challenge is like you want to have comfort, but you don't want to go so far that like you're allowing it to fester, I think is a good word. Hmm. Yeah, no, that'll be fun. I'm gonna draw Chibi Valkyrie with a penis on her forehead. Why? Because it's funny. I'm not doing that right now. I need to get this fucking emote done. Jam says, I mean, that's sort of what group therapy is. That's fair, actually.
You keep saying it, but you really need to be doing it.
Do what?
Getting that emote done.
I... I'm working on it. Well, actually, like a fun fact, I know in like some places, like the Bible can be used as like almost like to be finding archaeology stuff. In some cases, like locations and stuff is actually surprisingly accurate. I do think in some contexts it can be like genuinely used as a historical record. No, there's no blue in the corner. We can use certain scriptures of the Bible as historical record. Yeah. This man's so fucking knowledgeable. Like Revelations. That one's a whole lot of yee. No, please no. Bruh, I feel you. Revelations is spooky. It's interesting, but it's very spooky. The world. Nothing abuse. It's definitely interesting, though. Hmm. It's been a hot minute. We can use almost all of the months that Jesus was in Jerusalem because there was accounts of his entire time there outside of the Bible. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, like, so I haven't done a lot of research into it personally because I'm just not big on history. But I do know, like, there are a lot of shit checks out or, like, being used as archaeology. Um, or, sorry, I've worded that badly. Was used by, like, an archaeology. I don't know what things are called. But it was, like, used to find shit that they were looking for. I don't know what to call that. Map? Not a map. But like the information was correct enough to find shit, which I think's cool. 1/3 of the world on fire. Weakened magnetic field increases absorption of the sun's energy, which would sear the planet's surface. 1/3 of the planet is landmass. See the math? Time to dig. Vane's like, I'm gonna become a mole person. Already got my bunker. Magnetic. Magnetic field weakening is part of the magnetic pole shift. Bruh, I don't want to live through the apocalypse. Can we not? I want to die in the first 5 minutes. I want none of that suffering. Okay, this is cute, but I don't think I like the one hair up top. Essentially, most of the Old Testament, Takanach, we can't because the only accounts we have for those are scriptures. Okay. This character is gonna be so fucking cute. Angel of all death and the. I'm gonna reshape her bangs a little bit, but I think I'm liking how this is coming out. This is neat though. I feel like I need to like read through some shit again. Because I'm mostly just referencing like memories and upbringing and stuff. Like I haven't really refreshed my knowledge for a lot of this in a hot minute. Just kind of what things meant to me. Which isn't great if you want to have like a serious discussion, but I think it's enough to be like, have opinions. Hide innocence without it. We can refer to the Old Testament with things like Exodus because we know from both Egyptian records and the Old Testament that the Jews left Egypt at some point. But other than that, historians won't really use it much. Fair. Huh. That makes sense though. Like I do like cuz like I think it's interesting like seeing like historical records and like undeniable cuz like I know that the Romans in particular were very specific about their record taking. Were very proficient. So it is really interesting. And then Vance continues, which means we're approaching that. Which technically means Revelation is talking about the natural world events caused by the magnetic pole shift. And then humanity is currently doing the whole number of the beast in hand or head required to participate in society with the brain chip or digital ID on your phone. Yeah. No, it's fucking scary. The world is gonna end. Hmm. And then cashless society. Yeah, cash has been like losing its place in the world more and more. Hmm. Okay, that line does not look right. Done. That was a weird sound. I was just thinking. I was like, yes, and then immediately no. Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna be right back. I need to piss. Alright, I have returned. Let me take a look real quick to make sure there's nothing new. Do 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 do. Okay, I read this. Alright. I think the last one might be new, so I'm gonna reread that one. Excuse me. So my working thought is to have the chip or ID to get into the underground cities is to survive the surface of the earth being hit with the searing sun and 1,500-foot waves until the pole stabilizes, which could be anywhere from hours to weeks. And then for ecosystem to reestablish might take another 3 years. That is an interesting, like, thought of the end days. Like, what it could look like. How it could, like, be. Like, what the words look like in a realistic sense. I think that's neat. Mm. Fucking scary, but neat. I could take it. You're just like, stands out in the searing sun. This is fine. I'll stop the solar rays! Jam with nothing more than his massive, wait, bro's just like, hands up, I can do it! I'm built different! I'm not built different. I'm built weak and squishy. I will die. Enjoy the entertainment while you can. I'll burn to a crisp. Tastes like a tapine. I think I'm gonna do the bottom swoop, like here. It's gonna be too high for the pom-poms, though. Nice as a me on the away. I'm so lonely. Oh, I forgot to turn on my fan. No wonder I'm fucking melting my balls off. Eh! The sad thing is, I'm very white. One of my grandparents comes straight from Wales. Oh, shit! I am sometimes blue. No. I'm very, very pale because I never go out into the sun. So I was like comparing my skin to my brother's the other day because he does like work outside. And we don't even look like the same race. I'm like blue compared to him. I think considering on like a 12,000 or was it 20,000 year cycle, humanity was gone through several of these events in the past. So we're one of the few iterations of the species that get to witness it. Get to might not be the right words here, Veins, but I see where you're coming from. Just, hello, untold pain and suffering. You get the privilege of feeling it. No, I do think it's really fascinating, though. I can definitely sympathize. I am very, like, inquisitive about things myself. It's just also, like, very spicy. And I ain't trying to get fucking fried or to like get super anxious. It's like with OCD, my brain can latch onto a thought and then my head will last be like make sure you dance the silly dance in the middle or the end times will come tomorrow basically is what that can be. So I try not to focus on like really negative stuff a lot. Bane says, why else have I been learning electric-free skills and survival stuff for the past 5 years? Oh, so you're like a doomsdayer a little bit. That's cool. I'm drinking! Oh, yeah, you know what? That's right, because you were making the jacket with the, I think like the higher collar, if I remember correctly. And you were like, apocalypse drip. Fair enough. Go, oh, happy. Yeah, I remember that. I thought that was super cool. I loved the aesthetic. Like Battle Mage. I remember that. Wasn't it like vaguely like based around like WoW aesthetics? Oh, my eyes, look at my head. Yeah, I do remember that. Yeah, no, I thought your drip was gonna look cool as shit. I mean, I think I was just thinking of like apocalypse drip as in like it being styled after like that kind of thing. I didn't realize literal apocalypse drip maybe. Ooh, that's gonna be fucking pretty. Okay, this looks so cute though. I'm actually really happy with how this is turning out. Isekai medieval fantasy trip. Bro, I bet you would be so much fun at like a Ren fair or something. I want to go to one of those. I want to dress up like a fairy princess elf thing and be like, hey, fuckers. Like Bar Wench meets like the Feywild. That's what I want to dress up as. That is what I aspire for. A brew maiden. I mean, a little bit kind of brew maiden-y. I kind of want, so like I have the fabric in my closet. I have to find the will to do it. But I want to make like fawn ears and do like the heels with the hoofs and try to look like a satyr. With like a little tail and then like tattered colors of like almost burlap colored, like half off the hip color with like a fur on top. And I think that could look really fun. Brew maiden or tavern wench? Major difference. All right, let me look it up. I'm looking it up. What do you think is the defining differences? I forgot you could see that. Let me just. I don't want my search history to get me banned on Twitch. What's up? What? It was a deep sigh. You good, bro? Hmm.
Typical Yumi stream.
All right, images of brew maiden. I don't think this is right. Naparansi. That's not right, but that's kind of hot. Let me look up Tavern Wrench. Because Tavern Wrench usually have, like, the corset, like, the boobs on a shelf. Because I think Tavern Wench with, like, Feywild vibes I could do. What can I say? I like feeling sexy. Do you love me? Ba, ba, ba. Hey, Revo! How's it going?
Remind me again how you got on this tangent.
We're talking about drip. We're talking about sick outfits. Not too bad. I went to a wedding yesterday and it was fun, but I was trying to keep up with the part of my family I'm not really supposed to talk to, so like, oh, I am fucked. It was fun though. I got to sing with my mom a lot because there was karaoke, and me and my mom both like basically are good singers. I know that's very subjective, but truth. I like to think I'm a good singer. Oh yeah, sure. I sing on stream. You guys know I'm a good singer. A lot of things, a lot of things, and then we started taking requests. So I was singing shit I have never seen before. I have no idea what most of them were, but it was really fun. Cause like my only skill in life is I mimic really good. I can copy anything I can see. And that kind of works for song too, as I just listen to whoever's beside me and copy it. Which is why I actually do my best singing when I sing with my mom, because my mom sings from like her solar plex. She has this deep, beautiful voice that just fucking resonates. And when I sing with her, so do I.
You
There's the
heard it here, folks, chat. She's a mimic imitating a drow.
Oh no. Okay. So that is just kind of like my only skill is I can copy what I can see. It's
You
not a
can copy what you can see, and you immediately talk about singing.
well, okay, let me change my wording. I can copy what I perceive. I can replicate things with myself. That's cute. It's not proper, but it's an emote. Yeah, I'm a mimic. I'm coming for you. Um, but we sang things like I found love or what the fuck was it called? I took pictures of a couple of the songs I put in. Um,
Yeah, Veins. She's a perfectly trustworthy box. Just don't mind the teeth.
Put all your valuables in me. uh, Send help. Um, so I sang Adele, Set Fire to the Rain. I sang I Found, which is by Amber Run, where it's like I found love where I wasn't supposed to be, right in front of me, like that one. I sang a lot of shit that I did not know what it was. Oh, I sang Black Velvet. That one goes fucking hard.
Yeah?
And me and my mom, she sang different. She's like properly trained. And when I sing with her, I copy her and like I sing the best when I sing with her because she actually knows how to sing and I can copy. Me by myself, decent. Me with someone who knows how to sing, way better. mm. Black Velvet goes fucking hard. It is fun. But I have to like flick a switch to like get like the sound from my solar plex. Until that point, I'm like whisper, whisper, and then it's like, whoa. And I don't know how to do that manually, so I need someone else to do it so I can do it. If that makes sense. That sounds so fucking weird, but you know what I mean. Uh, for what? To like switch to like singing from like your diaphragm, like deep sound from. Yeah, so I was talking about the karaoke and I was singing with my mother and she is like properly trained in how to sing and stuff and I copy. And she sings really well, like deep from her diaphragm, this heavy, rich sounding voice. And I can't do that normally, but when I sing with her, I can do it because I copy her. Like a duckling. So I was just expressing, like, I can't manually switch, but if someone else is singing from, like, their diaphragm, I can too. So it's, like, cool. And I like it. What are you practicing? What was on this layer? I don't see anything. Ah, there's nothing on this layer. We'll use this one. And then I need to take the blue and do some like line work here and there. There's a great warm-up I used to help me find it, called the Siren, where you start from the bottom of your range and go to the top, switching to your falsetto and going back down. That's that's cool. I don't know what that means. I have no musical training. I just make noise and hope it's good. I I might take a screenshot of that though and like look up what these words are and try to do it later. Oh, I fucked up the screenshot. Let me cancel. I don't want the bad one. Actually, what about the Davy Jones song? That one has so much range, and I think I can slip into it a little bit with that one. I forget what it's called, but my one buddy just put it in one day, and I was like, let's fucking go! Also, practicing Jesus Christ Superstar. I have 3 big songs, and I sing in the show since I'm. Wait, you fucking sing? Jim, come here! Or no, wait. Are there other people, or are you solo practicing? Because I am so fucking curious what you sound like when you sing. Are you just by yourself, buddy?
Yes, let us all join the choir of the jam.
I'm solo practicing, yes. You want a spotlight for a minute? I want to hear you. If you're comfortable with that, I really want to hear you. Again, not a cult. What? I didn't say cult!
Yeah, I said choir. I mean, we're all wearing robes, but, it's different.
Wait, why does your robe have a cool hat? Yeah, no, you're absolutely. I want to hear. I want to
He's the
hear.
choir leader.
Hi, Doc. I'm kidnapping people again. It's a cult. How do I get a cult? I mean, a not cult. Where would I join? So just in the live channel in my Discord. Yeah. Let me at you. And then that should make it a little bit easier. Oh, never mind, you found it. Big brain. Bro's a hero.
Yeah.
Welcome.
I'm hello, chat.
Hello.
Uh, oh gosh, I'm not used to this.
It's okay. It's okay.
I randomly drop in on sleepy streams all the time, but it's
Oh,
it's different.
it's
It's
different.
slightly different.
You're not
Yeah.
you're not comfortable with me yet? No.
Yeah,
This is just a
Yumi's a bit of a
first.
different strain. She hits different.
Yeah.
Oh shit! I was not planning on dropping in on anybody today. I was just gonna fucking
Yeah.
practice and chill and vibe.
Yeah.
I mean, so what do you want to hear? I have 3 songs. Big songs I sing.
Ooh, okay, which one's your
Uh,
favorite? I'm gonna pause the music for now, guys, because jam is our
there's
music.
there's 2 that are very fun.
Okay.
Well, all 3 of them are really fun. But there's 2 that are distinctively different.
How are
One is called
they different?
Pilot. So one's a lot softer. It's more technically challenging.
Ooh.
And one's a lot, and the other 2 are bigger, more theater style. If that makes
Okay.
sense.
Okay. So like deep from within kind of deal.
Yes, I sing powerful from my diaphragm in those 2 songs. The other 2, it's like
I
a lot
love
more airy. I
that.
push out air a lot more to get it, and it's a lot more
Yeah.
crisp.
No, that's what I try to do a lot, but like I need someone else to do it to do it.
So
'Cause,
which one?
which one do you feel is like better to warm up with?
I'm fully warmed up. I've been practicing all day.
All right. Which one do you like more?
All three of them. Yumi, this is your stream, your choice. I'll give you. So
It's
the
your
one where
face, your
it's
choice.
it's my here. I'll give you the
Ooh.
and
Hmm.
which one is which, and then I'll let you choose. All right.
Okay.
Okay. The first one, the one that's softer, um, and more technically challenging. That's called Pilot's Dream. That's only about a minute and a half.
Okay. Pilot's
Um,
Dream sounds fucking
Pilot's
wild.
Dream.
Pilot.
Um, the second one is called Pilot and Christ.
Okay.
That one's a lot bigger.
It sounds like it
And the
could be a
final,
duet.
sort of. It's the first time Jesus Christ has brought the Pontius Pilate, my character. And then Trial by Pilate is the one where that's that one I'm actually going to strike.
Oh.
Trial by Pilate because that is 6 minutes long.
Fair, fair. Bro's like, I don't want the
Um,
stage for that long.
and there's about a minute, well, not a minute, 2.5 minutes where I'm just counting up to 49, where I'm like giving the 39 lashes to Jesus.
Oh, I see. That's fucking
Yeah.
cool.
So it's
Um,
so it's either Pilate and Christ or Pilate's Dream.
ooh, actually, what's the chronological?
Pilate's Dream would be first, and Pilate and Christ would be second.
All right, you know what? Give me the first one first. I want to hear them in order. I want to see the
Okay.
story.
Okay. So I don't know how I'll do this to get you guys to hear it.
Is your mic gonna peak a lot?
No, no, it shouldn't.
Hmm.
I have it on voice actor mode.
Ah, wait, what the fuck is that?
It's just like it's a little knob I have on it that switches it to a different setting.
Okay, no, that's
Uh,
cool. That's cool.
okay. Um, I mean,
Hmm.
do we need to hear the music? Because I can just listen to the backing track on my headphones.
I'm fine with
And
acapella. I'm not
awesome,
too picky about it. Hmm.
awesome. Okay.
Yeah,
Um,
a little more straightforward that way.
all right. So Pilot Stream. Okay. Let me just. I dreamed I met a Galilean, the most amazing man. He had that look you very rarely find, the haunting, hunted kind. I asked him to say what had happened, how it all began. I asked again, he never said a word, as if he hadn't heard. And next, the room was full of wild and angry men. They seemed to hate this man. They fell on him and then they disappeared again. Then I saw thousands of millions crying for this man. And then I heard them mentioning my name and leaving me the blame. All right, so that's Pilot's Dream.
It's like I like how you enunciate.
I've
Like
lost you. My
there.
headphones, please come back.
Uh-oh. There's such a like a rich
I'm
kind of.
sorry.
I was just saying, there's like such a rich kind of emotional waver to your voice. I really like it.
Thank you. Yeah. So that comes after two of the fucking most high energy songs in the entire show.
Okay, okay.
uh yeah. So there's that.
That's
Um
cool.
and then Pilot and Christ is radically different.
All right, let's
Radic.
see it, bro. Let's see it.
Okay, you want to hear it? Let me get some liquid into my singing pipe.
And then afterward, you're gonna teach me the siren shit.
I'll do it off stream because it's very fucking annoying for anybody who's not singing.
Is it?
It is. I mean, let me stand up and I'll do one away from my microphone just so everyone can hear why it's annoying.
Okay.
That's it.
I didn't hear anything.
You didn't hear anything? Okay, it's annoying. I like you it would peak my mic out if I was
Okay.
up next to where I am. Okay.
Try again from like halfway across the room.
I was halfway across the room. Oh
Okay,
shit.
try away from like set it down on the on like a lamp or something. Why a lamp? I have no idea.
So it goes from like and then it ends up on that note I have in my what is it?
Hmm.
Um falsetto.
All I know is like the do re mi fa sol la
Yeah.
ti.
So fun little singing lesson for anybody. Your
Okay.
falsetto is like when you go from when you're singing in your chest voice and you're slowly raising your pitch, you'll eventually hit like a little
Whisper note?
block in your throat.
Okay.
Like you can feel it in your throat when you're singing, but you can flip and you're letting out a lot more air, but you're not getting as much power and you could go even higher. So for it sounds like ooh.
Ooh.
Yeah, it takes a bit to get to find it and get used to it. But yeah, so
Okay, that's really
you said you
interesting.
wanted to hear Pilot and Christ.
Yeah, yeah, hit me.
Okay. Okay, so Jesus has been arrested. He's being brought to Pontius Pilate, and I just gotta skip through the long ass intro. Okay, here we go. Who is this broken man cluttering up my whole way? Who is this unfortunate?
Hmm.
Oh, so this is Jesus Christ. I'm really quite surprised. You look so small. Not a king at all. We all know that you are news, but are you king? King of the Jews? Then Jesus says, that's what you say.
Mm.
There we are. Okay. What do you by that? That is not answer. You're deep in trouble, friend. Someone Christ, King of the Jews. How can someone in your state be so cool about his fate? An amazing thing, this silent king. Since you come from Galilee, then you need not come to me. Your Herod's race. Your Herod's case. And that's it.
You
then
cut
they
out a
and the
bit, but from what I was
I
hearing, it sounded really good.
I I don't want to peek out my microphone since it's not set up to sing. It's set up to
Yeah.
be a funny streamer.
I need to figure out the difference because I just do both with the same settings.
Yeah, I have it so when I'm streaming, it will automatically naturalize, but if I'm singing, it'll peek out.
I have no idea what my mic does. I just do what I do and hope for good things. Which is maybe not the move, but you know.
I mean, as long as you don't get too terribly loud.
Yeah. I just realized I have a display capture that I wasn't supposed to have. Goodbye. uh, yeah, no, I like singing. I do quite a bit of it actually.
Yeah,
I like your voice. You have like such a
thank you.
range. And
Bar-
you definitely have
Lower
like
singers have the
theater.
widest range ever.
No, what, sorry?
People who can sing lower have the wider ranges than people who can sing higher. And it's a unfortunate fact that that my friends are very jealous about. I'm like, I didn't ask for this.
I So I tend to be a little bit higher. When I was younger, I was like singing Evanescence and shit. But
Mhm.
I feel like my voice has gotten a lot lower over years.
It really depends on what you can sing. I mean, voices stop maturing at 25.
Oh, I got more time. I gotta practice. Wait, never mind. I can't count. All right, so I'm locked in, guys. Sultry MILF for life. No.
Milk for life.
No, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Jesus Christ.
What? What? The,
I can't. That was that.
what? I'm fucking funny. No. At least I like to think so. Vance.
Funny looking. No, just kidding.
Aw, I haven't heard that in a long time.
I'm just in a mood today. I'm sunburnt to all shit.
Oh shit.
I was out on the Colorado prairie today.
Yeah. Oh, what were you doing, if you don't mind my curiosity?
I was shooting.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Shooting like plates, ducks, people?
Clay pigeon. Okay. I plead the fifth. No clay pigeons.
That's cool. I've never done that. I've shot in like cans with a slingshot. That's about as far as
No,
mine go.
that's fair. That's fair. Um, no, that's a legendary rarity of voice.
Sultry MILF? Wait, okay, but Vanes, do you think I actually have sultry MILF? Or am I just fooling myself? Am I just full of piss and vinegar? No. Makes a guy feel weak and feel things in a good way. Not too, honey. He's sultry as fuck!
You sultry as
Hey!
fuck. Oh my lord.
I'm so
Yes,
happy.
there are reasons I'm not giving you voice pointers because if you were more, it would be concerning.
Bro, redeemed Janara. Ah! I need to make them more expensive. I'm never ready. Just. I don't. What do you think, Jim? My.
I plead the fifth.
Do I sound like I'm gonna steal you away?
I plead
Plead
the fifth, Your Honor.
You know, as I said at the pretty early on in the stream, classically, like I'm a trained teacher, so not just that, a social studies teacher. So I'm going to exercise my constitutionally protected Fifth Amendment right of I plead the fifth.
That's
I do not
fair.
have to say anything that would incriminate me.
Fair. But it's just you could be ranking it in on Femdom tag with that voice. Ooh. Okay, but like so like point to say though, like sultry sexy voice, like my range can go pretty low for a lady, I think. Or I can be like yeah.
It sounds like your singing voice would be in an alto, so you'd be lower. You know, I can sing, so it goes bass, tenor, bass, baritone, tenor, alto, soprano.
Okay.
In terms of ranges from bottom to top,
Yeah.
I'm a baritone, so I can sing comfortably bass and tenor. And if I'm singing my falsetto very comfortably, it won't be loud, but I can sing soprano stuff.
Okay. These are funny magical words.
They are funny magical
Daddy
words, but
sang bass, Mama sang tenor.
Yeah. I don't know how to read music. I don't really know what anything's called. I just know how to copy.
Oh my god, there is a fucking video I think you would enjoy watching the shit out of.
Okay.
I gotta find it.
Yeah, hook me up. Give me the good shit. But yeah, no, like my voice can range between like imitating a little girl, because I'm a DM, I do that sometimes.
Yeah.
To the succubus gonna take you in her dungeon. Ooh woo. No. And like I'm pleased with that fact. I like the amount of range I have for that.
The dungeon calls.
My found it. I'm just watching it again just to make sure it's as. Yep.
Is the dungeon calling, or is it just the hot milk with dinner ready? No. Ooh,
Here
woo.
we are doing all these voice tricks, and I just ate a pizza and have a bit. Not the best
Wait,
time.
wait, Jam, actually, you know
Uh,
music shit. If I sang you something, would you be able to tell me things?
I would be able to. I mean,
He'd be able
I'd
to
be able to.
spitball stuff.
I'd be
Sure.
able to spitball stuff. I am not a trained, like, music teacher. I can give you pointers as like, and I can spitball and throw things against the wall and say, "Here's what I think I hear. Here's what, you know,
Yeah.
all that stuff." But I can't be like, "Here's what I think you should do."
I mean, that's
If that
fair.
makes
I'm
sense.
just curious. I don't know the words. I don't know what things are, so I'm just be like interested to see what an analysis would be. If that makes sense.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Where like, obviously as a streamer, I gotta know about me. Like life's about me,
Oh,
Fuck. I don't actually
look,
believe
damn. What
that.
about me?
Just, damn it, it's my turn. I'm also a streamer.
God damn it, Bobby.
Nah,
What did I
nah.
tell you?
But I definitely got like, I feel like how I see myself. Like I definitely theater kid. So I understand like a lot. Like I love it. I think it's fun.
It is very fun, but it is
I
so
I I
demanding.
enjoy improv a lot, where I just do random shit. Well, not random, but like intentionally done random shit.
Inten- well, yeah, no, I have a lot of people who are like, "Oh, I want to be good at improv." I'm like, all you have to do is survive. That's all you have to do. all, you, all you have to do is try to survive the scene, and the funny will come from it.
Just survive.
You're peeking. You're peeking out. I can't hear you.
Oh shit, I'm so sorry. I was just saying survive. Fucking
Yeah,
survive.
yeah, exactly, exactly.
Oh my
I've
goodness.
only seen like a handful of people who are not good at improv.
Hmm.
I've only seen like one person who's just from the get-go not good at improv.
I think a lot of it has to do with adaptability. Like you're
Adaptability and following the rules. There are a few rules that you have to follow with
Yeah,
improv.
yeah. Like you never want to shut someone down. You need the yes
No.
and. You're like,
Yes, and
yep, yep.
we have a rule in my troop called shoot the fucking deer.
What does that mean?
It means don't talk about shooting the deer. Like if you're in a scene about like going hunting, don't just stand around talking about how you're gonna shoot the deer. Like
Okay.
at some point, shoot the fucking deer and move on from there. Like and so like if you're in a scene about like a volcano, don't talk about like, oh, we have to run for our lives. Actually start running for your lives,
Oh,
you
I
know?
see. Like act it out. Just fucking do it.
Yeah, just do it.
Oh, no, I do that in D&D where people are like, "Oh, I'd like to talk to the lady." I'm like, "All right, talk to her.
Talk to the lady. Yeah.
Act it out,
Exactly.
bitch."
Exactly.
No, that's a good
What's
rule. That's a
another
good
one?
rule.
Goldfish memory is
What
another one we have.
I already got that covered. I don't even need to know what that means. I just got it.
Yeah, like if you a scene will go bad eventually. Um,
Yeah.
yeah. So just have a memory of a goldfish. Don't beat yourself up about it and let it affect your next scenes.
Okay, I see. So like if it goes sour, just let it die and do another.
Yes. Because you'd be surprised how many times I've seen people like
Oh, just
shut
like
shut the fuck down.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
personalize that inside themselves and be like, "Oh, I fucked
Hmm.
up. I'm terrible. I'm bad. I can't do this."
Yeah.
Where one really
Um.
negative experience kind of turns them off from the whole thing.
Yeah. There's just a few other like general rule of thumb ones.
All right. So I'm trying to decide which one would give a better example. There's We're Screwed, and then there's Outrunning Karma. Karma has an interesting sound the way I sing it. We're Screwed is just really pretty.
Karma, or is Karma an AJR song?
No, it's by Alec Benjamin.
I have not heard it.
Oh, I'll sing it, I guess.
I've not heard either or. So it's
Okay.
like your call.
Necri, do you know what these songs are? Which one do I sing better? He's like the other half of my brain sometimes. He's really awesome. Drinking my water.
Mm.
I still have 2 more energy drinks. I'm gonna try not to turn this into a surprise. Honey, we're screwed. You think that one's better? All right.
Some good old dihydrogen monoxide.
Ah, yes. I'll have the dihydrogen oxide too.
Yes, the most deadly of chemicals.
Well, if you put the 2 on it, it is kind of bad. But, you know, like, if it was a
Yeah,
bar
it
joke like that.
becomes... No, I actually have an entire lesson for poli-sci based around dihydrogen monoxide.
Shit, bro, you're just fucking smart. I'm like, these are.
I love reading like when people use it as a shitpost and people take it seriously, and
No,
like
that's the entire lesson. Yeah, I
go
come
all
in with...
out about it's terrible, and it's like and people get snappy comebacks that are like
Yeah.
it kills hundreds of people a year.
Yeah, here, let me search up the dangers.
100% of people that breathe die.
Yeah.
Yeah, breathing too much dihydrogen monoxide is lethal.
Not crazy.
Okay,
If you have too much in your body, it can also kill you.
Here,
Oh
okay.
my goodness.
Okay, so here is
yeah.
some of the here's some of the this is actually from California State University Northridge.
Okay.
These are some of the negative side effects of dihydrogen monoxide.
Yeah.
Okay.
Are they just aging? No, sorry.
The invisible killer. Dihydrogen monoxide is colorless, odorless, tasteless, and kills uncounted thousands of people every year. Most of these deaths are caused by accidental inhalation of DHMO, dihydrogen monoxide, but the dangers of dihydrogen monoxide do not end there. Prolonged exposure to its solid form causes severe tissue damage. Symptoms of DHMO ingestion can include excessive sweating and urination, possibly a bloated feeling, nausea, vomiting, and body electrolyte imbalance. For those who become dependent, DHMO withdrawal means certain death.
I really like how this is worded.
It is known as hydroxyl acid and is a major component of acid rain. Contributes to the greenhouse effect. May cause severe burns. Contributes to the erosion of our natural landscape. Accelerates corrosion and rusting of many metals. May cause electrical failures and decreased effectiveness of automobile brakes. Has been found in excised tumors and terminal cancer patients.
Oh my god.
The horror must be stopped. The American government has refused to ban the production of and distribution or the use of this damaging chemical due to its importance of economic health of this nation.
Bro,
so
that is so well worded. Holy shit.
My entire lesson is based off of this like idea of it, and I'd have like a vial of dihydrogen monoxide.
Oh,
like that's in like a test tube.
No, tell them all of it and then just fucking drink it.
Industrial practices rely on
what
it.
I do. That's exactly what I do. I'm like, even though all this, nothing beats it on a hot day, and I just down the entire vial.
And the kids just sitting there fucking slackjaw.
And the amount of students who are like, no, Mr. Jam, please.
Mr. Jam, don't do it. Jam. I'm gonna drink it.
I have to be careful anytime I'm like, oh, I gotta call myself Mr. because I'm called Mr. my last name a lot, and my last name is not known, but it is really easy to roll off the tongue.
Oh, I see. Where you're scared, you're gonna muscle memory yourself into fucking revealing your identity.
One of these times, you should have the counter joke and be like, "Don't worry, I have the antidote," and pull out a sponge.
No, well, my entire poli-sci lesson is about misinformation and
Oh, I like that. That makes sense. Yeah. That is actually a really good way to represent it.
Because if you can, by the way, anybody who in chat who does not know what we're talking about, dihydrogen monoxide is water.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is H2O. I mean, most people know that way of saying dihydrogen monoxide.
Yeah, they're not as familiar with the chemical name.
I literally had to draw it out for one of my friends so he'd understand it.
Oh, just we love you, buddy, but you're a little dim. buddy in question.
I mean, I remember hearing about it and seeing like posts where people made jokes about all those airplane chemtrails that are made of dihydrogen monoxide and
Exactly.
stuff, and
Exactly.
I just was like, no shit, they're clouds. And then I realized the joke, and it was like, oh, I get what they're going with. Yeah, that is insidious.
Yeah, and like if water can be framed that way, all of it being true,
Anything.
Well, I
Yeah.
like that
anything.
bit about the solid form being
I
bad
do
for
too.
tissue. That
I
was great.
really do too.
No, that's
Uh,
fucking great.
my favorite one is those who become dependent on it.
Yeah.
Means that withdrawal will mean certain death. I'm like, that is just too fucking funny.
Like
I
that.
mean,
That
it
is some
is
ominous
technically true,
wording.
and that is what makes it even better.
Yeah,
Where like none of it is
absolutely.
false, it's just misrepresented.
Oh yeah.
That's really good. You must be a really good teacher, man.
I hope so. I hope so.
We're like
It is an
that's
excellent lesson. I mean, on so many things too. I mean, it should teach people better critical thinking skills, when they
yeah.
because after they look at that and look at all those claims, you can point out how they're all technically true,
Oh, I'm a
to a
joy.
point.
I'm a joy at parties. I gotta say,
Yeah.
because somebody will be like, "Did you know this?" And I'll pull out my phone. I'm like, be like, "Well, actually,
Oh god. I hope you don't like push it into know-it-all territory though.
no. It's only like if really out of pocket dumb shit is said."
That's fair.
Yep,
That's
he's
fair.
a few steps away from becoming Mr. Jam, the science guy.
Uh
Mr.
I mean, that's how
Jams.
Bill Nye got started.
that
I
she
actually
He just
I
kept answering questions at parties about science-related things and got invited to a talk show once because somebody made some. And on the talk show, the host made some comment about, "What are you, Bill Nye, the science guy?"
yes.
And they were like,
uh,
"That's great, we love it."
I
Oh, 1 second though. I want to catch
And
up to
later, when he
chat
was
really
approached
quick.
by PBS to make a kids show, he was
hello.
like, "Well, there's
Everyone's
our
gonna
title right there."
I just want to catch up with chat really quick.
catch up with chat. Yeah, go for it.
Yeah. Vane says he had it in ninth grade chem, or grade 11 chem, correction. It was intro to naming molecules. It was hilarious. I remember the people who didn't get it were the kids who crammed and got good grades, lost faith in the education system because of it. The malinformation. The sheet was used for naming molecules in science class, by the way. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And then Necri
I
puts
just
a little emote that goes, actually.
yeah no. I
So
feel like I've had
Mm.
like anytime anything with like current events comes up, my phone is immediately out so I can double check.
Bro,
I think we ran
same.
across it in 7th grade, but that was only because I started that whole bit with the science teacher about the whole
That's
dangers of dihydrogen monoxide, and we went back and forth. And
you're my
yeah, there were a
hero.
couple of kids that were like, "Oh my gosh, why have I never heard of this?" And
If
then
I
the
can
teacher just, the shit-eating grin went into the whole, subject about it before class.
That's
yeah no
fun. That's fun.
that's how you get students involved. Why is it so hard?
Right?
uh,
Admittedly, this is the same teacher that told me I had to have my back to her when she logged into her computer, because I could rattle off the first half of her administrative password just from the keystrokes alone.
She's like, all right, you lost looking privileges.
Well, it's because she always used the numpad because it was a numerical system that the school
Oh,
used.
okay.
that's
Yeah.
so bad. I
And
was
it
like, if
was
it's a
like, oh, I
typing
know
one,
the first, like, I actually knew all the digits, but I wasn't, certain unless I typed them in myself. And I wasn't about to put my hand on the keyboard and punch them in.
yeah.
So she was like, no, you have to turn around. We can't have you, I can't
Mm.
possibly know that you know it, because otherwise there'd be that doubt that the administrators would have that you might have logged in from some other teacher's computer and
Yeah.
changed your
Yeah.
grades.
Oh, I see. Yeah, it could be like an issue like that.
Yeah, it's a big security issue.
Actually, like speaking about like security issues and stuff, how is the fight on AI going as a teacher?
Uh, you want me to spill the secret?
Sure.
Uh, it's like social studies teacher, a lot of my uh like tests and stuff,
Hmm.
and exams are like papers. I want like to see like actual effort be put in, and like that
Okay.
you actually like understand what we're talking about.
So you don't let anyone do it digitally. You're like, haha, fuck you when you're a.
No,
Well,
no, no. I let them do it digitally because I'm not that cruel.
but a lot.
Yeah,
I saw something the other
my
day that
my
some
barely
colleges were
legible
thinking
self
of
crying.
moving away from the essay-based, you know, exams and stuff because of that. Because it's so easy for AI to just write an essay.
Oh,
Well,
I
And
here's the
it's,
thing.
see. Hmm.
Here's the secret to it, right?
Okay.
A lot of like from my standards, especially when we're talking, anything that like justifies a paper, AI is going to write, honest to God, the worst high school paper I will ever read.
Yeah, is there a reason for
I'm
that?
it can't come up with its own arguments at all.
Okay.
yeah, it
So
just
just
parrots
how
back facts and stuff, and
so just
sometimes
how
fails at that too.
yeah,
But
just how
Okay.
AI steals art, it steals like papers and stuff and dissertations, which is super scummy, but whatever. Um, and so it will rat like if you were to put it in like, hey, write me a paper about the French Revolution. Uh, it has to be this long and it has to go over these events.
Yeah.
It's gonna rattle off. Yeah, sure, it's gonna do it,
It'll just
but
be
it's
the
gonna rattle
most
off.
dry, lifeless fucking
Hmm
WikiHow shit ever.
It's gonna be. I think at most, if I just didn't care, it'd get like a D, maybe a
Okay.
C on a good day, like depending on what my like restrictions on it were.
Okay. Because it doesn't follow the metric. It just does what it gives back. It
Yeah,
gives info. It's info
it gives
page.
it gives info. What I want for my students is I want to see them actually use their critical thinking and
Yeah,
like
that's what I was
create
thinking.
somewhat of an argument.
Okay, yeah, no, in like an argumentative sense, just spilling, like
Yeah,
info dumping is not creating a viable argument in that sense.
and so one thing I'm gonna try out soonish, I think, is I'm gonna get Chat GPT to write a paper and give my students the rubric like I'm giving them, right?
Yeah.
And grade the paper and see what Chat GPT missed out, what like why they're giving it that grade, and not tell them it's Chat GPT until later.
Okay. No, that makes sense. Where I know where I went to school, like sometimes we would grade each other's papers. Not like
Yeah,
essays, but like short form answers and stuff.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm thinking.
Okay.
Just to sort of get yeah. I mean, there are some like there are some professors I know of that like will just put every paper into a AI plagiarism checker,
Hmm.
and it'll like papers that were 100% authentic will spit back. Oh yeah, this is AI generated.
Sometimes people are just
So
bad writers.
and
sometimes
other
people are.
times it's also not just that, but it's that, just because you can, rote repeat something doesn't mean you actually understand it.
And
You're
Exactly.
just
that,
parroting it back out, and
yeah.
that's just as bad as plagiarizing something if you don't actually understand what you're putting down in the first place.
Oh yeah. I mean that's the
Hmm.
entire reason we want to avoid plagiarism because then you get the dumbass who did the vaccine study in like the 90s that's still cited even though it's whatever.
I see, I
Yeah,
see. Yeah, no, that's fair.
Yeah.
I mean that's also where the whole dihydrogen monoxide thing is funny because an AI would also take that as serious.
As it
Yeah.
wouldn't understand the
It would
tone.
not, because AI is not creative, it is just iterative. It would at no point equate water and dihydrogen monoxide as being the same thing.
No. Um
No, that makes
so
sense.
and I yeah and like another like one of my favorite papers I ever wrote in college
Yeah.
was a paper on witchcraft in Europe and how um
Okay.
like the printing press led to the downfall of belief in witchcraft.
Really?
Yeah. Oh
Huh.
yeah. You couldn't write that paper. You wouldn't be able to write that paper with AI.
No, I don't
Literally
think
just
you
can't.
would.
It was all my original research. I had to comb through so many primary documents of King Henry the First, I think it was. Here, let me grab the book. Give me a second.
Okay, okay.
One of the other problems with AI is that it, again, with its context, it's not very good. So if you did do a history paper and
Mm-hmm.
it covered a long enough era, of a war that went on for more than a couple of years or something, you could run into a situation where it would point out how soldiers struggled under the sweltering heat in the middle of winter.
Oh,
Oh
I
yeah,
see.
there's an issue that
Because it would
happened.
take two different accounts and just mash them together.
Without understanding what it means.
Yeah, without the context of that this was a time period, that happened over multiple seasons, it would just throw together an account that happened in the middle of summer with one in the harsh, midwinter or something.
Exactly.
Yeah. No, that makes sense.
Okay. Full fear. Okay, King James the First and the Witches of North Berwick News from Scotland. This is from 1567. Essentially,
Okay.
King James the First of King James the Fifth of England of Scotland, who would become King James the First of England, thought he had um that thought he had witches like targeting him for his entire life. Uh,
Okay.
so he becomes king of England, and he pays a certain playwright to add witches to his next play. And so Shakespeare, getting the money, writes the three witches into Macbeth, and he makes them super evil and all that.
Yeah.
Um, and then and around that same time, England patches the Witchcraft Act of, oh my god, I can't remember the exact year, but they pass a Witchcraft Act. Within 50 years, they repeal that law because nobody
Okay.
believed witches are real anymore. Yeah, so I
Okay.
think it's like 1610, I want to say, is when they repeal that law.
Hmm.
Uh,
I'm not very good with like keeping dates and stuff straight in my head, but this is like interesting how where like the public perception of it shifted so much the law was no longer deemed necessary.
oh yeah, it went from that to that. Neckery, goddammit. The fucking emote.
He put that earlier. It's not new. It's okay.
Okay, okay, I thought it was new.
No, no, he put that
Okay.
earlier. He was just having fun. No. I like to think my audience is comparatively inquisitive too. Or sometimes educational on my channel. Not about anything you should bring around children, but educational.
I teach children on a daily basis. I don't know what you're talking about.
Fair. I find out the culinary uses for cum. And why masturbation is good to avoid prostate cancer.
What?
Wait, did you just say what? Like, just hear a really quiet what?
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 Excuse the fuck out of me?
Ah. So I am also a very inquisitive person and I like biology. And like
Okay, that's good.
semen has like similar structure to blood or egg, which means it can be used in substitutes. Or if you're very determined, you can make butter or cheese with it. It won't be good, but you can.
No, chat. Maybe it's my fault for knowing the English language.
No, not this again.
Okay, I have to reorganize my bookshelf.
What did I just come back to?
You don't want
Uh,
to know.
I was giving Jam some Yumi lore.
Were you discussing inappropriate foods again?
Yes.
Oh no, don't tell him about the quotes.
She's got a really bad habit of that. We're
Hey
trying
Jam, have you
to
seen the
wean her
quotes?
off of it, but
Send me the quotes.
I
Send
have
me
a
the
whole
quotes.
page. No. Oh god, that was a bad one to just pop up. So
What?
wow,
we've
the
been
timing of that one.
I've
Oh, what?
Not Boomy too. Wait, why is it the same one?
I think
No.
Nightbot's got your number, and apparently it's 65.
No.
I'm going to piss. I'm gonna go piss like a race whore.
I
What the fuck?
misspoke. I meant to say a race horse. And the creamy little sack under the boobies has to do with like those toaster pop things where they have the sack of cream that you're supposed to warm up, and when it's frozen, I just put it
Toaster
under my
strudels.
boob.
The
Toasters,
icing.
yeah, the
Yes.
icing. And then I could shit in real times. We were talking
The
about a
fact that
plane
you're still
simulator.
calling it a creamy little sack is a little concerning. I mean, the pipette or tube of icing.
Creamy little sack.
I saw that one earlier, coming out at the speed of diarrhea.
Yeah. Apparently that's my first. Oh.
I'm sorry, what? I am sorry, what?
There's a lot of gimme lore
There's
here.
a reason most of these came from the channel called out of context quotes.
Yeah, we
Because even with
had
context, it doesn't help.
we had an out of context quote, and then Necri was like, "But what if we put him on demand?"
And quite frankly, the only one who probably remembers the context is Necri, who wrote them all down, because 5 minutes later, Yumi's forgotten entirely what she said.
Yeah, I have a clip somewhere that's like, "I am terrified of what I say because I just blurt shit out and then I have no idea what I said."
Yeah, I have that in my soundboard.
Oh no. Yeah.
You know, I stopped collecting soundboard quotes for you because there would have just been too many. It was too much work for,
Bro's like,
the payoff, it wasn't really there because you just do it automatically, so.
Yeah, Bro's like, it's only worth it if I can make them feel sheepish and embarrassed. Yumi is a shameless bitch. No.
No, it's like, it's only worth it if it sounds silly once in a while, but when you self-insert these random-ass sayings on your own, what good is having a soundboard?
Look, my mind does not work
True.
the way a normal mind works.
All they have to do is prompt you, and you just spit out the most random stuff. But
So-
that's how you gained a community. People love this shit.
I have fun with it. So like the truth is I'm actually like kind of shy and like scared to talk a lot. So how I defeat it is I don't hesitate at all. No thought, just fucking do it. And it's defeated shyness with just sheer audacity.
Yeah, that would be a good way of putting it. You defeat your shyness with sheer audacity.
Yeah, like maybe it's a little bit weird and fucking stupid.
That, and if you were, live camming it, you'd be a different kind of live camming, and that's the exact opposite of shyness.
Oh, I'm not comfortable with my vestige. I like my voice and I like talking, but I don't really like what I look like.
I don't either.
Yeah.
I don't like what I look like. I don't know what you look like. I gotta make that clear right now.
That, and if you were, live camming, you'd have to be wearing clothes all the time, and what a
Oh.
bother.
Bro, I want to peel off my skin. Fuck clothes.
Do you mean to tell me that I found another streamer who does this shit butt ass naked?
Are you butt ass naked?
I mean,
sorry?
What?
we're implying it. We probably aren't going to just tell you that. Well, I mean, Yumi probably will, but
Yeah, I'm butt ass naked. What you can do
she's
about
lacking
it?
a filter.
I
She didn't even put that on this morning. Jeez.
Okay, look, I
That was
lived.
good. That was really good. I like that one.
That one was really good. Ah, thank you, Nekri. Yeah, Nekri has seen what I look like. He's one of those super. But the super secret fucking.
Yeah, she'd be cute, but
Eh.
I'm not going to bring it up much because we don't want to encourage people.
Mm.
You get enough stalkers for your drow model.
Oh, bro. Okay, so it was like a joke, but like people were flirting with me at the wedding, and that was really neat. I was like,
Must be nice.
yeah. Well, it was fun. I had a lot of fun. I I should not have tried to keep up with these
I
people, but
mean,
I
you
am.
also said a bunch of your family was there, so I'm not sure whether to think that's a good thing or a bad thing.
So it was so weird for me at first because the way I visualize a gathering in my head is it's just you're related to everyone. But I realize like it's friends of friends, it's the other guy's family, it's this, that, and the
Well,
other
I sure hope
thing.
it was.
And like it took me a minute to realize that these weren't all just relatives.
I mean, otherwise, I see why they were considered the bad side of your family.
Well, no, they're considered the. You know what? That's a conversation for another. um.
Another time, perhaps.
Yeah, probably. But I had a lot
Most
of fun.
likely.
Now I might get tattoos.
I want to
What?
get a tattoo so bad.
Yeah. I want to
was
get
broke.
finger tats, which is the worst to start with, but I have a pretty high pain tolerance. I'm not
Thing is, like,
bothered by
so
pain.
the biggest thing for me is I can't show it.
I
Mmm.
mean, what next? You're gonna have bad on one hand and idea on the other, and be like, "Yeah."
No, actually, I wanted to kind of do the tattoos I have on my model because I genuinely like them. That's why they're there.
I mean, that's usually how it works, but
Where I think like just like the three dots on knuckle and then the geometric shapes on the other hand could be really fun.
I mean, this is where I'd suggest getting some sharpies of the appropriate color and just,
How do
doing that
you how do you know I don't
every
have it
morning
on right now?
and seeing how it goes.
See, the funny part is I'd have to leave the house for it to be anyone other than my own approval.
Well, that also would help with that because you wouldn't want to decide, yeah, I'm okay with this myself, and then go somewhere and have everyone looking at you like you're some kind of weird specimen, and then
Bro,
realize, ooh, maybe I shouldn't have gone to the tattoo parlor last week.
okay, no, okay, hear me out. My whole life. So it doesn't seem like it, but I overcompensate a lot because I am very shy. I am very conscientious of what people think about me. So I overcompensate. How did I deal with it in high school? I was really shy and felt like I was being judged. So I made and wore cat ears. And it's like taking the power back. I'm not conscientious anymore. I know why you're judging me. And like there's kind of like a sense of relief from that almost, where you're like, I am in control of the situation again. Hmm.
The reason I was
I
bullied by the
mean,
theater kids
yes,
in my
but
high
again,
school.
I have seen you before,
Hmm.
so
I
cat
need to know the
ears,
Yumi lore.
they would not affect your cuteness one bit. So
I know, I was wearing all my rings and I felt like such a badass. I was like, I have rings. I might be a little bit childish.
A little bit.
Ah. Okay, look. Okay, more Yumi lore. You know why I'm fucking childish? Because I had to be an adult the entire time I was a child, managing my parents' emotions, my three siblings' emotions. I'm the oldest and the only girl. I was cooking, cleaning, and babysitting them every day because we were homeschooled. I was teaching them. I never got to be a kid. So as an adult, I actually regressed. I am more immature
No,
than I
that's fair.
was as a 13-year-old.
I grew
I
up and then
mean,
I
yeah.
regressed because it's just fun. It's more fun.
Yeah, it's like I'm already dead inside. Let me pretend. uh, Like I had a fucking shitty life, so if I can capture anything resembling the magic of being a little shitter, I'll do it.
I mean, I was telling someone the other day about the time I walked into the down the toy store aisle and saw that they had a Lego pirate ship,
If they bring
and
back
it was a
Tamagotchis, I'm buying them
really
all.
hard moment for me to be like, shh, I really shouldn't. Because,
Well,
boy, it's like, I'm an adult. I could just buy it right
just
now.
I have adult money. I'm buying fucking Lego.
Dude,
Well,
I
the
wanna get
thing
the
that
Lego
stopped
Death
me was
Star
that I would
so
need somewhere to
goddamn bad.
put it.
Bro,
Once it was assembled, where the hell was I going to store it? And that's when I realized, oh, yeah.
fun fact about Yumi, I have a tiny box of Lego behind me right now.
Oh, I'm
I've
jealous.
still got all my Legos. They're just all in
So
boxes,
I
shoe
used
boxes
to
in the closet.
have those little itty bitty dinky cars with like a marble in them, and I would build. You remember like Cars the movie? How there was those cars that had like a whole sound system unfold from them. I did that for my tiny car. It rode inside my Lego big car, and it would unfold, and I'm like, uh,
Well,
I
you were certainly an imaginative child.
Bro, I was playing Pikachu on a fucking racing car mat with my brothers and charging them taxes because they needed gas to live. Uh,
Okay.
that's very specific, but it was a very fond memory.
Yes, it was.
Because I had a tiny
I believe that
Pikachu.
happened now. Thank you. I'm quite certain that was in fact a real thing.
Well, no, like Oh, who joined? Hi, Sleepy.
It's
My
Sleepy.
sleepy.
Like
Hello.
I didn't get to be a kid a lot. Like my mom was crazy. She would bite video, like she bit my DS game in half because she thought it was something else. I got a Tamagotchi from my friend and she fucking ate all the buttons and broke it with her teeth. So I didn't get to be a kid.
Damn. I love how I just come in on this conversation while I'm drinking alcoholic tea through a Disney straw.
Yeah, remember, Yumi's a
Bro.
bit different. She comes from a family of werewolves in Canada.
Yeah, you know, close enough. I'm sorry. Vane's just like,
Her uncle is a moose.
no, never mind. My uncles are okay. Uh,
My uncle was a kitty toucher.
my,
Oh,
yeah, mine too. Uh,
Oh shit. Shared lore. Let's go.
yeah, I never got to meet that side of my family. I met them yesterday. They're really chill, and I'm thinking about getting tattoos.
Oh, tattoos.
Yeah, I'm gonna get finger tattoos because I'm fucking insane.
I wish I had money for tattoos.
I don't know if I need money or not. Buddy's been tattooing my brother and seems excited to ink up my whole family.
Does he do good work?
I don't know. He looks like he did good on one of the girls, but on my brother, the line art is really, really heavy, which I don't like as much. But it's also the designs my brother's been picking, because he has like Dark Soulsian, fucking knight with
Mm.
sword on one shoulder. He's got like the ribbon with sword on his arm and a shield with sword. I think he likes swords.
no, what?
Oh, I was having a talk with him, and it was like really interesting because bro got the first one, and basically he was expecting our parents to freak out or care, and they didn't. So we got the second one because he's like, someone's gonna react, and and now we got the third one, and bro's been bitten by the tattoo bug. He ain't stopping.
I just need money for tattoos, then I'll be able to get.
I
Do I need to put
should
some Weird
not.
Al in the song request again?
I should not
Oh,
have started drinking without eating something.
oh, I do that all the time.
Yeah, you really shouldn't do that. That's
Spain's ass middle child.
generally bad.
Actually, my brother that's getting tatted up right now is the middle child.
I'm the middle child.
I am the oldest.
I'm the oldest child.
Hey, shared lore.
It sucks because I'm the middle child of 4.
I'm the oldest of 4. Shared lore, sort of. The right
Shared
number
lore.
of childs.
I'm the only out of 2.
Oh, okay. I'm the only
But
girl.
were you the leader, Jam? Is that how it all started?
I'm playing a game with a bit of a challenge right now, so if I don't respond, you just give me some grace.
Oh, yeah, sure.
Nope. It's quiet acceptance of whatever we say.
Yeah, if you don't respond, I assume you're
Hey.
on board.
Tiv's the youngest of 2.
Yeah, I was seeing that. Youngest of all my cousins as well. That's awesome.
I'm the oldest of all my cousins.
See,
I'm
I
older than Gray. Yeah, I'm older than Gray.
I had such an
Mhm.
interesting experience at the
Like a few
wedding.
months.
Because like my cousin was the one getting married and she's a hairdresser. And she was like drunk as fuck giving me the pep talk I never knew I needed. And then she's also like talking about how shitty our parents were and she's like, I remember your mom bringing you to me when you were all like your head was shaved and shit, cuz my mom shaved my head cuz I put my brother in the hospital for 3 months and almost killed him. You know, child stuff.
Yikes.
That sounds so bad. It was a freak accident. 'Cause we had strep throat that turned into scarlet fever, and he punched me in the face, so I shot a bead into his eye, and it scratched his eye and caused a immune system freak out. And then his like body was digesting the space behind his eyeball, and he has a scar on the bridge of his nose. Yeah, so I almost killed my brother.
My cousins always wanted something to do with me. They like me.
Hmm. Oh, there's like a big age gap. Until I become 18. Oh, became. I was like, how old are you? But, like, my brain momentarily panicked. I became. I mean, that's fair, though. That's fair. Like, I'll be honest. I'll be, like, polite and sweet to a kid, but I don't want to hang out with the fucking kid. Like, I get it.
My sorry teacher ass.
Yeah,
And then there's
imagine
me who works
hanging
at
out with
Disney.
children.
Okay,
Dude,
in all fairness, they're like 17-year-olds.
Oh, that's fair.
I'm a
no,
high
y'all.
school
I was in the
teacher.
trenches. I was working at Disney, and one time there was this kid,
Mm-hmm.
and we were doing like it was called The Wave. And
Okay.
it was just basically 30 minutes of us playing music, and like we had Mickey gloves and we were waving at all the guests who entered the hotel. And we had little like hopscotch for the kids.
Okay.
And I mean they were playing music too. But there was this one kid who kept going on the hopscotch over and over and over again. It made me count. He got past like 800 or something.
Oh.
So I was just stuck there being like 640. But I had to sound enthusiastic, and if I accidentally fucked up the order, he would correct me. I was just like, God, patience. Patience is a virtue. I am a
Oh,
virtuous woman.
shit. D&D.
Child, by the way, where are your parents so they can share in this glorious accomplishment of yours?
Wait, is
Do
that
tell.
happening now? That's so early. Oh shit, is it
Huh?
D&D? Oops. But, fuck. I was having a really good time. I forgot it's that day. I'll come
Your hood
over.
is making a
Weren't you
lot of
going to have a
sense right now.
schedule or something?
I forget that this exists. Sometimes. Hundy, is everyone over there already? Do I have a minute to kind of wrap up?
Do I need to bribe Noriko to bolt a calendar to your wall?
I wouldn't even look at it. Nah. I mean, Norco can be bribed, but that would not go well for me.
That's
Uh,
That's
fucked
the
up.
point.
nah.
Ah.
I mean, he could be bribed with banana bread, and I know how to cook, so I win.
Yes, the counter bribe and even strong.
Yeah, I do have a whiteboard at the bottom of the stairs so I can see it. That's what like the behavioral therapist bitch recommended. She's like, "Oh, put it there so you can put things you want to remember." What did I put on it? The world's on fire. Do chores. Ah! Basically. So now every day when I go down, I see pictures of cats and
Ass,
flowers.
progress, eat ass, the fucking mod.
Reality is an illusion. Buy gold.
Bro, okay, reality is an illusion. Is so I got weird brain. I gotta like pinch my leg every time I go to the bathroom to make sure it's real. Like I am very disconnected from reality. Which is not good, I'm aware. But it's like fucking annoying. Cuz I'm like, what if I'm dreaming? What if I'm about to pee the bed?
Oh, fuck. Okay, good. I almost forgot I had work tomorrow.
Oh shit.
Bro, I'm just waiting for my package impatiently. I want it to get here already.
What are you ordering?
No, it's a replacement for something that broke.
Oh, right.
Wait, it's a what, sorry? I was half reading.
Oh, it's a package, but it's like a replacement for something that broke.
Fair. So you're just sitting here angrily, like, let me use my shit.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Well, is it supposed to show up today or later this week, or is that why you're...
Tuesday, but I wanted to come sooner.
Well, this is a little early for a Tuesday delivery.
That's starting to look really cute.
I want it now, though.
Vane
Just
said
don't sit on it when it
another.
arrives, okay?
Vane said another thing, so I want to read that really quick. He said I started feeling weird and uncomfortable the moment I turned 18 in high school because I was now surrounded by minors because I am a January born. And there were a few who were also 18 I could hang with. I don't know, got freaked out enough by Law and Order and other crime shows, so the law stuff was
Just remember,
constantly in my
just
head.
remember,
hmm
Just remember, in that case, I wish someone had told you at the time, but Romeo and Juliet laws are very much real.
They
That's
very much are.
fair. If you know each other from like growing up and stuff.
Well, it's like a 4-year age gap,
Okay.
and so you won't be considered a sexual offender.
Fair. Man, I think Canada laws are different. I forget that you're Canadian.
I also forgot that you're Canadian.
I forgot so too.
Wow. Oh, that's right. You weren't all here at the beginning of the stream. That's when we were discussing. Well, before the stream too. That was when we were discussing some of that.
Mm. I cannot linger for long, but I kind of still wanted to like circle back and do a song for Jam because I wanted to hear his analysis.
Oh yeah, she pulled me in here and made me sing.
I did. Bro was like,
Oh,
I'm
you
practicing, and
wouldn't
I'm
even have to
like,
worry about it.
come here.
Huh?
In Canada, the legal age of consent is 16. You would have been fine.
I mean, sing sultry sing. Fuck.
So if anything, it's more lax for you.
Unlike here in the
Just
States where it's like
ignore.
fucking state by state basis. I think it is.
Just ignore that. Alright. So then I'm gonna do this song, and then I'm probably gonna have to go pretty quick because now my D&D group was waiting for me. I'm kind of watching to see if more people show up. When there's 5 people, I have to go for sure. I only see 4.
Well, you would make it 5, so there's that. Too. Also, at this point, I'm sure they're used to it.
Oh, that's mean. She entered at 16. Alright.
We all know you at this point, Yumi. We're used to it.
Yeah, I'm like my grandma. I don't run on the same time as everyone else.
I mean, at least this isn't the end of what was it again? Oh yes, a 30-hour stream or something because you don't know when to quit.
Bro, I was feeling it. The art vibes were perfect. I was about to do that again. I might come
what
back.
concerns us.
I might come back. I might do 2 streams today. Fucking wait for it. No. No, that's fair, Veins. Bro's like, second I turned 18, law became real. Alright, but I'm gonna try to sing my song really quick, and then...
Practice healthy life practices,
oh, fuck,
everyone.
there's 5 of them over there. Okay, I gotta go fast.
Yeah, no. Just go now. I'll hear it later. All right. I promise. Cross my
No,
heart.
okay,
Go.
you
Get to
swear.
D&D. Get to D&D. I swear. Promise. Cross my heart.
You better fucking come back. Alright.
Sleepy can testify that I hold my promises.
Yeah, he
quite
has no
well.
life, anyways.
Oh.
Okay.
Wow,
Wow.
shots fired.
Wow. Bully
Wow.
Sleepy. Fucking hell. Alright.
Bully me.
So I totally I totally
too.
forgot about that I only have so much time. So let me just switch to the this one. Thank you again to everyone who joined, to hanging out with me and everyone in chat. We had some good conversations today, actually. I really enjoyed today. I hope you guys have an excellent night. You take some time to get some food, some drink. Make sure that you eat sleepy. Miss sipping alcohol on an empty stomach.
That
don't do
devious
that.
chuckle.
We suggest you do not do that if you can avoid it.
She's
Yeah.
like, don't eat on an empty stomach and sleep. Just
Also, always drink responsibly. Blah blah blah. So and so. You've all heard the warnings before.
Am I gonna eat? Shh, don't call me out on being a hypocrite, Raiden. No.
You're gonna eat. I'm eating right now, and I'm gonna get alcohol in me, but that's a different story.
I kind
Dude,
of want to
I
drink.
bought not sake, soju. I'm so excited.
Okay. I have to see if there's anyone to raid really quick. Ooh, who is this? Who is this? There's that one elf girl I raided last time. I might do her again. What?
Just there's that person I raided last time. I might do it again.
Well,
No, is that a threat or a promise?
Yumi threatens to raid.
okay, no, fucking hell! I felt so bad playing the one game with all the
She has-
generators where my
She has
help
prior
was a
commitments
threat.
that she forgot about again, Necri.
Yeah, I have D&D and I forgot, and now I have to go. I'm sorry. It was a really good stream. Like I was really enjoying this. I might start again afterward though, because I was really just having a good time. But that'll probably be like 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. That'll be like 4 hours from now. So if you're still around in like 4 hours and I still got energy, I might do more. Because I want to finish my emote. It's coming out so cute.
You at least accomplished some of that, though, so that's good.
I mean, I had a good time, and that's all that streaming really is for me, is a good time. And I think the people around like had a good time too. Eat ass emote? I have thought about making sus emotes. I have made sus emotes. They just don't go on Twitch. But yeah, I encourage you to join my Discord if you like what you saw here and want to see more. Keep up with scheduling and like know what's going on. And yeah. Thank you again for joining in. I hope you had fun. Get some food, get some drink. The people in chat with me are Sleepy and Jam. They both stream. Also, Randon's here. They are cool people. Probably follow them if you wanna. I don't know when they stream.
I stream rarely when
Oh, you stream
it's actually
fine.
worthwhile.
Yeah, I already shouted out
Doesn't happen a
Jam,
lot, but,
but
you know.
I'm doing the raid now. I'm gonna send you to a lady I briefly met yesterday. They seem nice, so have fun. And yeah, if you want, come back in 4 or 5 hours. I'll definitely do another notice. All right, have a good night. And see you later, or not. I don't know. I'm bad at keeping commitments apparently. As I make my D&D group wait.
Did you start the raid? Or,
I
there
just
it
started
popped
it.
up.
I just
Okay.
started it.
Ow. Oh, that hurts.
But yeah.
Okay. Get to D&D. Get to D&D. They're waiting on you. Go, go,
And
go, go,
and
go, go, go,
also
go.
like thank you so much. Oh, Sleepy already left. Oh no, she's here. Her emote isn't square.
No,
So
I'm fine.
your emote isn't a boxy square like everyone else, and it blends into my background, so I didn't see it. I'm sorry. I just wanted to thank you for showing up. Like I'm really glad you guys popped in. I've loved the company.
Thank you for having us.
Yeah, my power went out for a second.
What was
Huh?
it say?
My power went out for a second.
Oh. All right, but I do have to go. And
All right.
thank you. Have an excellent night, Vanes. Have an
Have an
excellent
excellent
night
night.
to everyone around.